Well, let me see what that fruit punch do.
So y'all really wouldn't ground like go outside and ground with me before the show?
No,
Why not?
No.
because you just into some weird shit because you're in a weird space.
I want to play with that.
Man, what?
Great.
I done been there. I had one time, but
You just
talk
talk
too much. I talk too much.
So
She had me, but I was messing with damn near Erica Badu. She had me writing letters and burning them. Just be trying stuff.
oh, ain't no woman got me doing this though. I started doing it on my own.
Oh, okay. Well, you
But
know.
it's for a reason, though. You ain't just jump out there doing no shit like that, man.
Nah. Honestly, I was trying to find some ways to because that fall, that we was laughing about last week, that bothered me. So in like my body, like I was too sore after that, and I'm like, okay, I gotta try something new and differently, like with my body. So then, like, I started doing the yoga. And then, you know, like when you're doing the yoga, you're doing the breathe and it's talking about getting in touch with your body and, you know, all of that stuff. So then I started doing the grounding thing and just walking around outside of my yard.
No shoes on.
Barefoot and just feeling the earth and just feeling the different ways that your feet actually impact the ground because you don't have your shoes keeping you up in here all tight and stuff. And you just really become one with the earth.
How often you doing this?
I'm grounding every day.
Okay, well,
are you
when a piece of glass gets stuck in your foot, don't you dare take your.
Are you walking over you just walking over straight grass?
Oh yeah, no, I wear my flip flops outside to the grass, take them off, then walk around in the grass.
Do you lay in the grass?
No. I'm a man.
I mean, it's kind of. I mean, if you're doing the same, what purpose do you get out of it?
Honestly, for me, I just kind of like zone out and just kind of be in the moment. And just focus on like nature, the smells, the sounds. Like, it's some real like sappy type shit that I don't normally talk about like on a podcast.
So you one with the universe?
No, I'm not that guy.
He calming.
No, I'm not that. Nah, not even, bro. Honestly, like you said, I'm in a weird space, so it's actually just trying like different things that the ideas sometimes pop into your head, but you don't really have the time to be like, is this worth me? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, okay, go buy you some sage.
No, I ain't going that far.
I mean, that really calmed me at one point in my life, was burning the sage. Now, you know, my life done upgraded and I don't live where I used to live no more. So it's rules.
Sage stink to me.
Yeah,
what's the point in that? I never understood.
They say it purifies your house.
Still trying to figure it out, but like sage always
it clears up the bad energy.
Says who? What if you the bad energy sometime? And that's what I'm saying. What if the only thing that's in there is your ass and you wouldn't carry on?
I'm just saying, a lot of people say shit work and it's bullshit. I agree with you, VJ.
But here's the thing, right? If you can actually like truly look into yourself, you may discover that like through burning that sage, and if you truly believe it and the bad energy stays, then like you can find that you are the bad energy. I mean, now, if you're talking about a woman doing that and like being introspective and like holding herself accountable, absolutely not.
Okay,
I'm not going there. But that's why I said I don't know. But that's why I said I always had trouble with, I guess, trying to figure out what was the purpose of that. Like even when it come to like grounding, when it come to burning sage, when it come to
it's some old woke ass shit.
Yeah, I mean that could be. That's why I said maybe I ain't there yet. And I mean I'm trying to figure it out. I'm on my rope, but. You know, I think that's why it's gonna take me actually going through a little more life experience to really get into that level.
And until then, I'm gonna talk bad about it. But like I said, somebody made me write a letter and burn it. You know what I mean? And send it to the whoever.
Hold on.
But you talk about now. I'm just saying it's moments in time where we go through these stages. So I completely understand.
So she had you writing letters and burning them. What else? She have you pouring hot candle wax on your stomach while you rub yourself?
Bro, chill out. None of that. But I'm just saying it was something. And she had sent me this whole little thing about, you know, getting over things, write this and burn it. And it was some little chant. It's like a 3-letter chant.
You just putting it in the air.
Putting it in the air, and then you hit that chant, and it's supposed to relieve you. I mean, hell, I didn't feel no better, but you know, to her and to the people that may have taught her that, so be it. It ain't for me though. It ain't for me.
For sure.
Which is just like Going out there with no shoes on in that grass ain't for me. What if you hit an ant pile?
That was my next
I'm just saying, like,
if you really want to be with the earth, you need to walk over them.
So
walk over fire ant pile. Let me see where you really at. That's what I'm gonna really believe.
So I cut my grass and I push it. Right. So like I'm walking, like I wear boots when I'm cutting grass now. I'm not grounding when that's stupid.
Right.
But no, so like I'm in tune with my yard because I'm working in it regularly and I'm spraying, I'm looking for ant beds. I'm spraying ant beds and getting rid of them because that was an obvious concern. And I'm like, oh yeah, let me get rid of these ant beds. But I don't have any ant beds in the front. Like I maintain that.
Well, I mean, that's gonna be the only way I'm gonna really believe it though. You gotta actually, if you come in one with the earth, you gotta come out one with all the way. Walk over an ant pile.
What if I just go out there in my drawers and that's it and let the mosquitoes bite me? Is that enough?
Now you just always gotta take it so far. Look, that ain't part of that ritual. You just want to be naked.
Can't nobody see me up here. I'm surrounded by trees. Shit.
But still,
I got clothes on. I mean, I'm covered. I got on drawers.
No. Just go do what you've been doing. Yeah, just get in
there.
Get
forget about it. Just keep doing you. Yeah, we got you. We'll keep you lifted.
How long do you even do that? Like, how long you be outside when you do that?
Probably about 15, 20 minutes. It just depends on what I'm doing.
I don't mind it.
No headphones on that.
It depends. It depends. Sometimes I have headphones on because, like, I might be listening to something. Like yesterday, I did some grounding in preparation for the show.
Yeah,
and I was listening to some Israel-Iran docs. Because there's only so much time in a day and you got to get certain stuff done and you have blocks in your day when you know you can't be listening to documentaries that you actually need to pay attention to so that you can speak intelligently about it.
Right.
So you kind of just put those two together, but you're not like totally zoned out and like focused on nature, but you're still like zoned out and just focused on what you're doing. Okay. Nah, bro, like I really don't even want to keep talking about this because y'all got me sounding like a hippie. How long we been talking?
Long enough for everybody to think you a hippie.
Yeah, for sure.
That's 7 something. I can start cussing. So yeah, now like it sounds like a hippie ass nigga doing this soft shit. But like it's more so like internally for me. And I only started the pod on this because y'all's reactions were so funny. It's like let's capture that. But in normal circle, like I wouldn't just volunteer that I do this stuff to people because I do it for me to see if it's something that I want to like implement into my life long term, but not something to get like clout for or have like hoes in my comments like, oh my God, you're so in touch.
Just you know, find what works for you. If that's what works for you, that's cool. It don't work for me. I don't like being itchy. You know what I mean? None of that. But
I mean, it is just, I guess, finding what fits your life. You know what I'm saying? What fits your whole story, especially when you're trying to revamp who you are or who you was.
I'm not revamping who I am. I'm just getting in touch with myself.
Well, that's kind of, to me, that's kind of like a revamp. If you wasn't doing that from the beginning, it's kind of you trying something new.
Yeah, and I mean, and
there ain't nothing wrong with
keeping it a buck. And if you ain't living every day to grow and change, what you doing?
So, all right, so after the show, let's go out here and ground in the dark.
That's for you.
That's for you.
Yeah, that's for you for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we can do something different, but I just ain't no barefoot walking on the grass type of guy. It ain't ever been me. You know what I'm saying?
Especially in the morning.
That's cold and that dewy stuff. I definitely don't like that.
Yeah, that feels.
No, I don't like all that.
Yeah, I can see you in a good old kufi here soon enough.
No, we ain't gonna put no kufi on.
Oh, okay.
Kyle said I'm gonna go on a ayahuasca trip to South America.
They say that. They say that work for some folks. They say you trip.
I would do it.
They say you gonna see some stuff that you ain't, you know, you may not be used to or maybe not be ready for. But hey, man,
just don't join the cult.
Oh God, no, I ain't joining no damn cult. I'm a Christian.
I hate when people say that because you know and we ain't gonna get stuff like that. But you know, really, technically, like we kind of all a part of a cult for the most part. Like,
yeah, nigga, I went to Morehouse.
You know what I'm saying?
I joined the Marine Corps. I'm a Christian who goes to church.
You a guy that say you don't want to move outside your specific culture. So it's kind of different. It's like it's a little bit different. It's that's why I said I don't be liking that, but whatever floats somebody boat. If it make you a better person, I feel like hey,
I think the word, because you're right, BJ. We are a part, because I'm a part of organizations
with processes.
Yeah,
that you can't talk about.
Yeah. So that can seem cultish, but I think when we talk about cult, it's more like it's a little bit more than the norm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because in cults,
it's isolation
and butt play.
It's extreme. Let's just say it's extreme. I don't know. I ain't never been in one, but I can't agree that we do actively participate in things that got cultish behavior.
For sure. And and ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just whatever fits your life. Yeah. I get it. That I feel like at that point, whatever fits your vibe, it's whatever you rock out. No. But anyway, man, what's been going on? How was your weekend, man?
Oh man,
it's pretty good.
Tune inspired by one of the great legends of the Old West.
It's his fault, dog. He was singing it before the show, before you got here.
Boys all alone on the trail, and they did
like, this is 2 weeks in a row.
Now they're having gay sex. Cowboy gay sex.
Whoa. This is the new version. I don't. No. We don't want to hear the edited version.
Tune inspired by one of the great
gay sex
of the Old West.
How was your weekend, man?
I mean, we probably could tune this back up for another one of our conversations in a little bit.
Coming soon.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Cowboy butt sex.
Hold on. You gotta let him sing it one time.
I knew that's what you were waiting on, but anyway, bro.
We got Tyler Perry on the board.
He damn show up there too. Nah, he for damn show up there.
Oh,
but we can come back to TP, man, because we're gonna stick on him for a minute. What y'all weekend was like now for the third time? Talk about it.
Oh, I'll go first, man. It was just a good weekend. Juneteenth weekend, and we did Summer Hill first. Shout out to everybody who came down behind the bottom, and then we went downtown and shout out to the band and Trey B and Scotland and all them folks. GM, the people came out. The people came out for sure.
For sure. R.I.P. Miss Tammy too.
Oh yeah, let me say this. I done been to a lot of funerals, but by far that's one of the best I've been to, and I think it says a lot about a person's life when they represent it. About when every demographic is represented, right? Mm-hmm. So old and young, black and white, the place was. Look, I sat in the choir stand. That's how packed it was.
Well, you like to sing, nigga.
I wasn't on program. I had to.
This wasn't by choice.
Nah. Yeah. Sure. So that just shows the impact and that Tammy had, and we all should want to be represented like that. That was love. That was love on Sunday. So shout out.
Yeah, she definitely brought the hill a lot. The hill looked good this weekend behind her.
And I just want to say, like, while we're here, just thoughts and prayers to that entire family, because they lost like 2 in a week, man, and that's tough to have to go through and process, and still get back to regular life. So thoughts and prayers to them. But you bring that up and you talk about that funeral, and you remember we sat together at a good funeral one time, and we like laugh and cry and all of that stuff, like just great emotions.
Yeah.
So what's the vibe do y'all want for like y'all celebration of life? Like not even just the funeral, right? Because you got the chilling at the house. If you can even think about the house, right? If if it exists today, I want everybody to meet up at. And I know this is kind of dark.
No,
but like, how would you want your life to be celebrated?
Well, I'll start this one. Me personally, I want to go out with a good time. I've always been like a up spirit type of guy. I don't want all that crying. I don't want all that. Of course, people, I want you to, be in your feels a little bit behind me. But when we out, when y'all in the mix, when we out, the whole family at the house, man, y'all get it popping. How VJ was started, get some drinks rolling, get all the other stuff that VJ do. Have a good time. Y'all get out there, talk some jokes, play some karaoke, whatever. Like, still,
I've never seen you do karaoke.
I've karaoke several times actually. But yeah,
have you seen him karaoke?
I karaoke the night when we all went out with.
Oh, that night we karaoke, he karaoke.
Oh,
we was all out together.
Yeah, you talking about downtown?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got pictures from that night.
I don't remember karaokeing with you either.
Well, I think you went with somebody else.
Oh.
I mean, this was
trying
like,
to get me.
This was a long time ago, though.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean.
Younger B days, but nah, but
yeah.
But for real though, yeah, like I'm saying, it's just I want my day to be where it's we still keeping the vibes going. We having drinks, we having good times, we having the music playing, we barbecuing. I want it to still be how it would be if I was still here. You know what I'm saying? I just want the vibe to still stay the same. We cry that one day and then we get back to regular scheduled programming. I want my name to still go around. I still want to, hopefully I'll leave a big enough impact to where we can keep that going. But, it is what it is. I just don't want all that sad shit. I want everybody to keeping us a vibe. What about you, Nasty? Or Lee?
Turn up at the house. Tell true stories about me. Tell lies about me. Just express whatever it is that you feel about me amongst people who love me. Right. Like, you can talk about like my negative traits and y'all laugh about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, do that. Like do all of that. But then when we go to that church, I want y'all falling out crying. Yeah, nah, nigga, miss me, goddamn it.
Yeah, I don't want to falling out. Nah, y'all do a little.
Nah, fall out. Nah, miss me.
What about you, Nasty?
Nah, I want to be drove through West End and Current Street. So off top, and you know how I like to get to it. I want my folks to be feeling good. I ain't saying the day of the funeral, but throughout that process, if you know how, like, if somebody died in my family, pretty much from the day they die to their funeral, we partying in some type of respect for them.
AT1, tell that nigga to slow down. Don't even know I got that 40 cal on me.
So, we're gonna keep that tradition going. I would ask that, just everybody keep their hands around my baby boy when that time comes. But man, at the funeral, I want to be a concert. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about go get Lisa Lowe, go get Aaron Jones. What's the go get, if he's still around and can do it, make sure Sutton sing Home Over the Mountain. Now I don't know. Of course, we don't know day or time or place. Home Over the Mountain by Michael Sutton. And he gonna walk that thing too. That day he gonna walk it. Randy lives to probably do my eulogy. Either him or Lamp. They know me best. Okay. But that Sutton gonna tear the whole church up.
Yeah. Nah, that's what I want. Like,
the boy gonna say, I'm gonna sit down and talk to King G. Boy, look, I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, you know another one that would be nasty at the funeral.
What?
Boy, if Mardella did walk around heaven all day. But
that's the name I was thinking about.
But I'm out of here.
Look,
I'm out of here thinking about it.
Look,
who is it?
This lady Mardella. She went to Mount Zion for a while, and like she was like so fine. She didn't have to be in the choir, and they just might ask her to out the congregation come sing it. Yeah. We don't really do that at Mount Zion. Like we follow the program. If it ain't in the program, especially under Dr. Rhodes, which where I spent my time at Mount Zion. I can't speak too much today because I haven't been there consistently, right? If they on the program, it shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
He get the feeling that spirit. He called up there one day. Oh boy, the whole church crying.
I'm talking about she can.
Man, you 16 crying, DJ. I ain't talking like grown man. I'm talking about you at a point in your life where you are uncomfortable crying in public.
She and I got you crying
in church, crying.
I sat up there Sunday and I was like, bro, I'm really a church kid, though. As much as I'm a lot of other things, because all my hood friends was in the back looking at me bounce in the choir stand. I said, I can't do nothing else but do this. That's how I came up. You know what I mean? I couldn't do nothing else.
Nah, that's crazy because
I'm a church kid.
Like being a church kid and the way it like affects you as an adult, like especially as you like process your issues with the church. And then like some of the conversations we be having on here, like me and Todd have like our side conversations about it, because it's like, man, these niggas ain't church kids like that. So like they don't be understanding certain. It ain't that niggas are wrong. It's just like, bro, you.
Yeah.
It be y'all have y'all opinions about shit. And everybody.
Yeah, but I'm saying like being rooted in like a church kid, like certain stuff just sits with you a little bit differently because the institution itself, despite its flaws, means something important to you because of the impact it had on your life.
Touche. I can dig it.
Oh, but back to my weekend. Juneteenth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me start off. Shout out to Vic. I went to his tournament Saturday and Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Watched a little basketball, good time out there. Shout out to everybody who I talked to who watched the show. Appreciate the love and support. It was great, like to be outside and people. I hate people talking to me about the show, but I love people talking to me about the show. Right. But just knowing that we're having an impact, like somebody you talked about before we started, and then running into one of our peers, and then running into some other people downtown, it's like, oh, wow. Y'all watch this. And more importantly, like y'all like kind of respect what we do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dang, that's dope, bro. Like, I know you. You ain't gotta like respect me that much.
It did. Like I can't. Let me realize we are kind of. I ain't gonna say a hot commodity. We just kind of got.
Oh, I'm a hot commodity.
We kind of do got something good going right now because I heard something about the Village Vets like all weekend. As soon as I touched foot on at the Juneteenth event, like somebody was talking to me about it. So it's like we definitely doing something. I don't know if that's just dropping content weekly or if we just staying on their neck behind it. It's doing something. It's definitely picking up.
I think it's bigger than just content. I think it's they get to see like the true perspective of like our generation.
Mm-hmm.
Now everything ain't the same across the board. Like we disagree on a lot of stuff,
mm-hmm.
but they get to see friends be friends, and we're part of their community, right? In our own respects. So I appreciate folks watching, and I hope they keep watching.
You want to know the beauty of it though? It's that I think this is the first platform that we have here locally that really shows the multiple sides of people, right? Because a lot of the old heads that we respect, we don't know how they really think about life. We don't know their real feelings when they actually sitting down talking. You might catch some of it, like you in the front tail. You're a Mason, right? You catch some of that stuff in meetings. Some old heads personally, so when you're around them in certain settings, you like get to see the nuances to who they are. Yeah. But like we come out here and we talk about stuff openly for people to judge, criticize. You know what I mean? Like it's people out here who don't want to hear me say "fuck that motherfucking bitch," right?
Mm-hmm.
But they hear me say it.
Yeah, facts.
But then we can bounce into a serious conversation and truly talk about like real stuff. So it's just like showing the different layers, and like hopefully what it shows the community is that you can raise hell. Like I remember Kurt Callahan used to say this: I raise hell Monday through Saturday, but I'm still gonna go to church on Sunday, right? Mm-hmm. And the point being is just because we like to, you know, alter our minds from time to time and have a little bit of fun, it don't mean that we don't be on our shit and that like we still don't like have impactful views on stuff and not doing impactful stuff to like affect people.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the death thing, and one thing we were talking about our funerals or just that time period. You ain't got to play me perfect, and I think you mentioned that, Lee. You ain't got to play me perfect. All right, my life is all about making mistakes and getting better, and making mistakes and getting better. You know what I mean? That's all it is. So yeah, I know sometimes we can get to them points where somebody might, you know, just try to say a kind word, but tell the truth, because truth is wherever I am, if it's 20 years from now and I'm different than what I am today, it was a process to get there. You know what I mean? So don't play me perfect.
You sound like your granddaddy right now, like your actual voice.
Oh, it's because I'm a little
under the weather.
I got a cough.
Niggas cannot be perfect.
But hey, let me get back to this Juneteenth, man. Well, I didn't know if it was Juneteenth or 4th of July downtown. I'm like, man, I looked around, I said, and you know, Jarvis really set it off, and it's the picture on Bartow Uncut. Mm-hmm. It's Jarvis and his friends, you know what I mean? And I'm sitting there, I see the picture, right? And I go, it's funny. And shout out to Bartow Uncut for letting niggas hide their drinks. Nah, bro, it was just crazy to see it because it's the question I ask, are you here for Juneteenth, right? Or are you just here to be here?
I feel, are you asking that as a question? Or
yeah, like,
I feel like the thing behind Cartersville, personally, the people that I seen, they was here to support. They was there to have a good time for sure. But I mean, regardless,
I don't know about that one woman who was that, like, it was before you got there, but it was just one lady. She was down there like shaking ass in front of our, like, the types of people in our community that you don't act like that in front of out of respect, and it was cringy.
Was it a white woman?
Yeah, she was gentrified.
She did that for Juneteenth. And she should, the men that was there who made cringe, and they should have been celebrating. She did that for us. She free. Fuck you talking about. She did that for us. She did that for them. So man, hey, we in the good time. She
liberated for sure.
Come on, man. The fact she came out there, she was showing love. Hey, you shouldn't even let it be cringe. You should have went out there and danced right behind her. It's
behind what?
Bumper. It's okay.
You know,
again, you celebrate.
You know, every car ain't got no good backside. You know, some of them. You know, some of them cars they go straight back in the bike.
But at the end of the day, they all got a bumper. However you look at it, it might be flat back, it may be straight, it may be a hatchback, it may be that motherfucker, the sedan. Excuse me, it got a bump on.
BJ, not to change, it is Juneteenth, but you the only one that get to meet Drika.
I still ain't got to meet drinking. I think it's crazy. Like I said, I done been telling you I should have met her way before everybody.
Bro, she was that sad. Hey. I couldn't find y'all after a certain point though.
Well, no, I mean, I met her. I talked to her. And...
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah, but like I
took y'all hand at Juneteenth.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a pot conversation.
No. I'm not saying hell no. No. I'm talking about we transitioned. I couldn't find y'all after a certain point.
Oh, I left.
Yeah, we ended up going to the cigar bar to get some drinks in there, and then we ended up standing there for 20 minutes, and then
you stayed in there. I walked in and walked out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say, end up going in and getting out of there.
Oh yeah, I went to Elevate and they had a $20 drink.
I want to go see. I keep hearing about Elevate, but
my girl done probably had her kid by now, ain't she?
Yes.
For sure. No, so it was a bartender who was like, she was like OD on the love, wasn't she, Dean?
Yeah, for sure.
And like I wasn't even on my like bar bullshit. Like it was just me and Dean in there, and like I was chilling, and then she started, and then I mean, you know, once she start, then I and it's like, oh, what? Was that me and you? Was that me and Patty Pat Sex?
No, me and you.
Who was that? Too. Can I?
P.I.
Let me add something. $20 drink. What type of drink it was?
I had a peanut butter tequila. Guess how much? It was $20 there. I went to the bar. I'm not to the bar, to the liquor store to look for it because it was good. Guess how much it was at the liquor store?
$20 bottle.
$25 bottle.
Oh, they busting heads.
They busting heads.
Killing out there.
Well, here's the thing about Elevate, right? They're giving city vibes with city prices, but it ain't city women in there.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing, cause I've been in there a few times to like go grab a drink. The vibe is cool, upscale, overpaying for drinks, but like they're mixed very well. Like even the drinks you don't like, it tastes the way it's supposed to taste. Right, yeah. You just don't like the way that shit tastes. But then you go in there, and then like
there's a bunch of lunch ladies that serving you drinks.
No, it's high class white folks.
Yeah, it don't be. It's a lot of coupley stuff. So like you can't really. You got to catch them on the right day to really get in there and move and shake. I got you. And your best bet is like working the women who work there. To be perfectly honest, and I don't want to pay $20 a drink. To work the waitress.
Or you work the drunk white men, right, and have them introduce you to like. I know that's why. But I'm saying though, you got to work them to get to introduce to everybody within the bar. So you know what I mean.
You know, bro. You know
how it goes.
But you know me socially. You know
I know that.
You know I'm not doing that.
I know that about you, but that's kind of what happened to me Saturday. I went there, had one drink. A guy I met, I don't know, maybe about 6 months ago. He recognized me, introduced me to pretty much his whole family.
One drink turned into 6.
One drink turned into 6. I had to get out of
here. Yeah.
But luckily I only paid for 2, so I only spent $40. I went straight to Old Havana, got me a $6 tequila, tonic, and lime just to make me feel better. Spending $40 in that place.
Bring back home.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I can feel. But you know, so my fault. We cut you off. Well, so let's get back to Saturday, Lee. What was your Saturday like?
Oh, it was pretty good. You know, like I said, I went to Daresville, did that, whoop the whoop, came back. You know what I mean? Went to something. Yeah.
Oh, Vic tournament.
Yeah. Okay. You know, like we're media personalities in this community, so it's important for us to have a presence at certain community events, even if we don't go together, because we can't just go together all the time. That's kind of the G word. Shout out to Pride Month. But but yeah, so I did that. Then I went to the Hills and it was hot and wasn't shit shaking over there. And then I went to Jefferson's and got a little bite to eat. I went to the cigar bar and got me a drink. And then I went to the concert. And I was out there talking shit. You know what I mean? Having a good time, running into people who I hadn't seen in a while. Hey, shout out to the football crew. I ain't seen y'all in a minute. It was good to see y'all.
The football crew.
Yeah.
Man, come on.
And then he trying to figure out the football crew is. He know what the football crew is.
Yeah, the football crew.
Then you know the football crew is?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like we did that, then you showed up, and then I stayed out there longer than I planned on it. And then I came home and I was about to go do something else. And then I'm like, man, I'm drunk. I'm staying at home.
So that taps you. God almighty.
Yeah, good weekend.
That's crazy.
Who said it? Oh, but then Sunday I went back to Daresville for Vic's tournament.
Oh, you trying to win that 15,000?
50, I think.
50,000.
50 ball out there.
Nah, I wasn't playing. I was just up to politics.
Didn't Rudy and Ryan they made it to the championship game, right?
I don't know. I watched their game before the semifinals, and I said, "Oh, it's a game in between." I'm not sitting here to slow.
It's this weekend too, right?
No, it's over.
No, it's over.
I thought it was 2.
Somebody already got that little 50 ball. That's and crazy. That Nike contract or Nike. Let me not say Nike. They got the Nike little cards for good for a year. And I mean, we swipe this shit out of whatever we need. Listen, yeah,
that's dope though. Shout out to Vic for doing that.
Shout out to Vic. Vic, come sit on the couch.
For sure.
Hey, we'll break all like we ain't doing guest rule for that, would we?
Yeah. He ain't the only one though. It's
a bunch of them. We'll break that rule. You don't be saying we won't. We will break that. If you got a story and we want to hear. Bring it to the vets.
Well, let us keep it about. AC don't want no guests.
That's what it is.
No. It's not AC doesn't want guests. Because I do want guests.
You want me to explain it to him for how you say it?
No, hell no.
Right.
Hell no. They don't need to know what we talk about privately.
Okay.
Because I want guests.
Yeah.
Well, the biggest thing is like, nigga, I want to talk to you.
Well, I mean, they might have some good shit to say.
Prove it to me before you show up.
Well, let me.
No. Hold on. No. So you mean to tell me I can say, prove to me that I want to talk to you before you come sit down on the podcast, right? And that sounds crazy. But like, you look at a woman, if she ain't pretty enough, you're not gonna talk to her.
That's shallow you.
But no.
That's shallow you. You're not gonna beat that on everybody. Fuck no.
Give me a reason to talk to you, right?
That's shallow you again. You don't never know what that person got to offer. Again, that big girl might have a bunch of good conversation and piece shit she gonna spit out there.
And you know what? If that good conversation starts to happen, I'm not gonna turn it down. Because
see what I'm saying?
Because here's the thing. But you got to give me a reason.
I don't know, bro.
I hear you.
Just give me a reason.
I hear you. It's like there's some folks out there that would be great on the pod.
I think so too.
And I say this what we do. All right, and I'm gonna put this out here.
It's honestly an off mic conversation.
I know
because it ain't, because it's not just me.
Well, it can't. It's just this is the pod talk though. This can be on camera. Everybody can hear this shit.
Nah, fuck them. They can't know our business.
No, this ain't the business. This just hypothetical. What it is?
Hypothetical. This is what we can do because we pod every week.
Yeah,
and we do a quarterly series to start it off. Guess you know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? And once a quarter, we have a guest. I ain't even gonna put it on once a month, twice a month.
Honest,
not like that.
The real reason why we don't have guests because I haven't bought that camera yet. Once I buy that camera, we can have guests.
Okay.
Because the whole point is just the vantage point based in this room. Like if we got that camera, if we need to move out there because we have guests and can capture like the entire full room.
Yeah.
That's the real reason.
Okay.
I can dig. Well,
because I mean, when it's me, V, Trev in this room, boy, it's enough.
Well, you know, if y'all start
put a limit, then I say, look, because I'm already, I ain't got enough space.
You on this couch look so big,
man.
And Dean sit on the front. He sit on the front of the couch too. He sits right on the wood support right there. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, sit back.
If I sit back, me and VJ gonna be shoulder to shoulder because he wide and I'm wide. You know what I mean? So I gotta sit up and he gotta lean back.
Well, you know, if y'all start grounding, right?
Oh man,
and start doing some yoga. I got on the scale today, and I remember when VJ told me I looked like him. I was 193 that day. I got on the scale after that because it pissed me off. I got on the scale today, 176.
Boy, stop! You must have had a stomach bug.
That nigga threw up a boo boo all week.
I mean, it was this morning before I started my day.
Oh, so no, that don't count.
You ain't putting no food.
That's
on
waking
stomach.
up in the morning with that.
Well, I mean, I'm 179 moving around.
Cow.
You want to go get the scale? You want to go get the scale?
You doing that?
I'm go get the scale and bring the motherfucker in right now.
That's cow. Oh, we'll do it over here. Let's move on though. Let's jump in now.
Skip Mexican OT. Fuck him. Stop saying nigga Mexican.
No. Hell no. We ain't doing it because I like Mexican OT. That's my guy.
Right,
and I want to know, is he wrong? Well, first, let me break that down. He did a podcast this week on Juneteenth. And he's a real 100% Dallas Mexican.
I don't
care.
Dallas Mexican.
But let me ask you. He grew up with blacks. He did all that. I'm asking everybody does he get the pass? Does he get the okay card for certain, I guess, to a certain extent, or no?
Not around me. Not in earshot of me. If the people around him accept that in their circle, I disagree with it. But y'all can do what y'all do in y'all circle, but keep it over there because you got to understand with the power of that word, you don't know how other people are going to respond to it. when you aren't black.
But he Mexican though.
Yeah, I got you. But it's some people who don't care. I'm a person who leads on the side of I don't really care for me personally, but you shouldn't do it because I don't know because how other people can respond, right? Like it's just a worthless battle to me.
It's respect. So the reason it was a topic for me is because I personally respected his response. His response was he said, "Yeah,
I said, what you gonna do about
it?" He said, "Yeah, I say it now." And he said, "And I wish it was any black guy in here so I can go address him directly." And one guy actually stepped up, one of the security guards. He said, "Okay, you hear me say it. Now what you gonna do about it?" Because again, now if you assault him, shit, that's assault. Now he got the right to do it. Could be a free kill if that come down to it. But it's the fact of, is that word with him saying it, is it worth that?
Well, let me break down. My fault. Don't say it in front of me. And one thing for sure about me, I ain't never lost a fight to somebody that's my height or shorter. And he's definitely there. So I beat the shit out that boy. Okay.
You take getting flipped. You know he be fighting bulls and shit.
Man, I don't care.
If a bull comes at you full speed, you gonna be out for 6 weeks. He over there fighting every.
Why you just call ice?
Why you even put yourself in that position? But nah.
If I was him, I wouldn't be talking this loud about anything to pull me into the mainstream with all these ice raids going on. Because his ass would be back at home.
I don't give nobody no pass. I'm telling you, I don't give no white person, no Hispanic, nobody gets a pass with me. And for the folks that really know me, they know that's true.
Hey, but here's the thing though. My problem with it, then with what you said. So what you gonna do about it? So now you're standing in a place of entitlement and not standing in a place of respect.
All right.
Because if I tell you, hey, I prefer that you not use that word around me because it makes me feel this type of way, or because you are this type of person, I don't want you to use this word. And then your response is, well, nigga, what you gonna do about it? Well, you don't respect me. So we got bigger problems. And if you are somebody who's non-black, who's using the N-word, if your circle allows it, whatever y'all do over there, y'all do over there. But you need to respect black people enough to understand that what goes on in your circle is not mainstream, is not cool. So like, don't say what you're gonna do about it. Yeah, that's tough. And you may still be able to say nigga all you want.
Yeah.
But what happens when a white man says so? What you gonna do about it?
So the difference is, it's a big difference because I think he said it the best too again.
He talking about
how he was like, shit, if that's the case, y'all just got off the boat before us. And I mean, that's kind of fucked up, yeah, but it's, you gotta look at it.
No, they didn't call y'all that.
Just listen. It's you gotta, in both of y'all are, I don't want to say it because we live, but it's like both of y'all are perfect examples of why that's kind of, that's very true.
What you mean?
I don't want to say it on camera.
Okay.
But the way certain shit that you in particular are towards certain people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it makes sense.
Well,
like,
see, hold on. See, I see where he's going with that.
Yeah,
okay. If I say something to or about you, and again, this is why I say in his circles.
Well, just before you go, I want to add, like, so go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
Because there are things that I say in my circles that I won't say outside of my circles. There are things that as soon as we turn this mic off, I will say, but I won't say when this mic is on out of respect for other people, because I can be saying this offensive shit, but I ain't really talking to you. So I'm not trying to offend you, cause no problems. But I understand that if I say this to you, it's disrespectful. Fuck what happens after the disrespect. It is. I'm just not out here just trying to openly disrespect people for no reason at this phase in my life.
That's right. And I mean, every race has their own slur, right? We the only ones that took the power back and embraced it amongst our community. Whether you like it or not, that's what we did. We took the power back. Now you need.
I don't know if we took the power back, because if you get called a nigga by a non-nigga, you're gonna be ready to goddamn put some power on.
You missed the whole point. I said amongst us. You know what I mean? Amongst us. Nah, come on now. You already know. But but it's like everybody think everybody want a piece of that power. No, you can't have it. We 400 years. You know what I mean? Civil rights, crack. Okay, yeah. All right. We did that. We brought the power back. So you can't do that. And I don't care if you grew up with black folks or not. It should be a respect there because the respect should come from the history. All right. And knowing that you didn't earn that right. You didn't earn that privilege. You know what I mean?
So can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
And again, I'm not defending. I'm just asking hypothetical.
He's defending him.
Is if he belongs to, and I know y'all don't really care, but if he belongs to a black gang, you went to you make face like that. You can't just because you went to a Morehouse or University, you can't look at somebody else who didn't have that opportunity.
That has nothing to do with it.
I mean, well, you make giggles on that, but you can't do that, bro.
I can giggle. I don't give a fuck if you in a black gang. Hey, dog, it was non-black people who went to Morehouse. Them motherfuckers wasn't walking around saying nigga.
I'm telling you, I had a good friend at Tennessee State named Drew Goodwin. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact,
Drew Goodwin tried to get white people canceled for using the N-word on social media, and it wasn't even disrespectful.
And guess what? Guess where they was from? Guess where they was from, though?
But did it happen?
Yeah, he got fired. And he was from Cartersville.
Well, I don't know if he got fired. I don't know if he got fired.
He got suspended.
But I don't know if he got suspended, but I do know that there was legitimate behind the scenes stuff that happened with this person's employer based upon using the N-word on social media, which was inappropriate. And like the person we're talking about watches the show. Right. He and I had like a conversation about it when it happened. But like, again, doing what Buddy did, I thought it went too far because of the context, because I'm not as bad as him. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not as bad as Todd, because I've heard, look here, if it's funny, it's funny.
Don't contradict.
No. That does, hold on. It doesn't make it okay. But if you think I'm not gonna laugh at something that's funny, I'm still gonna laugh. It doesn't make it okay. I laugh at shit that I'm not necessarily aligned with because I nigga, if it's funny, it's funny. So I've heard white people like use the N-word before, and that shit was dead ass hilarious.
It's never funny with me.
Yeah, I know. No. And I know what y'all are saying. I'm only speaking on the sentence, the context of the sentence, and the way that they said what they would say. Like if you just put it in a vacuum, don't matter who said it. What was said is funny. When you hear it, you process it. Because you never expect somebody, for me, in my life, I don't expect somebody non-black to use the N-word. So when I hear it and I hear it used correctly, and that shit be funny, I chuckle. But then after I chuckle,
that's moving the goalpost, AC. I mean, I hear it, but you moving the goalpost like shit.
I am telling you that I'm a hypocrite. I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah. No. I'm saying it's not. I'm saying it's not acceptable for white people to use the N-word, but like the N-word scene in 21 Jump Street, the first time you see it, the shit's kind of funny.
Okay, but we can't keep speaking on white people saying it, and he's Hispanic.
Oh well, I mean, excuse me. Non-black people can't use the N-word, but just because like there are also people, again, and I say when it comes to your circle and why it gets weird, because if it's acceptable in your circle and then you get older and older and your circle expands and that shit's still acceptable, like you will use it and you'll use it right and it'll be funny. But that doesn't make it okay for me, even if it's funny, is what I'm saying.
I mean, regardless. Go ahead, my fault, Dean.
All I'm saying is I can be around white people, Asian people, like Hispanic folks, and not use that slur. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Why you don't have to be pressed to use mine. All right.
But it's cool.
No, it ain't. It's cool for us.
Nah,
it ain't cool for them.
But what we do is cool.
You know,
I know we the culture.
So it's cool.
I know.
I love this conversation. But what I realize is that us as a race, we're the most contradicting, and then we're the ones that we do the most racist shit if we want. Because I'm gonna just
most racist. No, we don't do anything racist.
Okay, well then
prejudice.
Excuse
me. We might do prejudice, but we don't do race. You don't have the power to be racist.
You're absolutely right. But what I'm saying is, what you just said, what both of y'all keep arguing is Mexican OT shouldn't be the one who's saying
nigga. No, hell no. He's motherfucking Mexican shouldn't say nigga.
Man, I done heard both of y'all. I heard both of y'all. You hear me? On a regular Monday through Sunday, I done heard both of y'all.
VJ, so, what part of do it in your circle?
Again, we
keep it in your circle if your circle allows it, but it's not acceptable outside of your circle. So when I say offensive shit, right? Because I say fuck moving that. You moving it. No. I'm not because you know what?
Go ahead.
You have never, ever, as an adult.
Okay.
As an adult.
Okay.
I ain't talking about.
Let me say something. I dare you to hear me.
I ain't talking about us being young and
say what you
put a number on adult.
What you
know what? I'll say post 2015.
Okay, all right, cool.
So because I want to tie this to me. I want to tie this to Me Too and cancel culture, right?
Okay.
Because that's when a lot of this stuff became like very apparent that certain stuff that you could do in the South growing up is not acceptable.
Okay, what you saying, Lee? Let me hear it.
From that point forward, you did not hear me speak about a group of people disrespectfully, publicly, in front of them.
From 2015?
Yeah.
From 2015?
You insane.
Oh, are you fucking joking? That's 10 years ago. You fucking joking.
You should have said like 2018.
Last week. Are you
no, not loud publicly.
I mean,
no. When you so drunk talking and saying wild shit, that's public talking to me. And you said a bunch of wild shit. When did we go
to California with you?
Oh, that don't count. So let's say, okay, yeah. You know what? Yeah, you're right. 2018 is the right year because that's the year when I had that co-host on the podcast who enlightened my mind to a lot of shit. See, you already knew where I was going, but there was a turning there was a turning point in my life that I was exposed to new information, and then I changed how I moved.
Well, like I said, it's about your circle, but saying it publicly and around me and thinking I ain't gonna say nothing, it's crazy.
No, everybody got the right to say something, but it's just the fact of is he right or is he wrong
about what I'm gonna do about it.
No. I'm saying is he right or is he wrong behind?
He's wrong.
Is VJ right or wrong for trying to like tell people shit we say privately?
I'm not saying nothing. I didn't tell y'all nothing. I said
what I can only assume though.
My thing is in that. Anybody can assume anything.
Did he not create the space for something?
Anybody can assume anything.
He really trying to get us up out of here.
Y'all aren't being real, and we don't like that.
I'm not.
Y'all saying that this man, which he's in Hispanic, he right. He out first. He out.
No, I ain't got no Hispanic.
Hey.
You're not gonna say that because again, man, shout out my boy Eli, shout out Kendall. Them both two Puerto Ricans I know say nigga on the regular. And ain't nobody.
Whoa.
They black. They mama black.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
they're mama black.
But Mexican OT again.
They daddy half black.
I get what you said.
They mama black.
But Puerto Ricans
and Negroes.
But Puerto Ricans are also Afro Latinos. So like they have African roots. So it's a little bit different than like somebody from Mexico who doesn't have African roots. Like a black culture has accepted Puerto Ricans, Cubans, goddamn Dominicans. We let Fat Joe, who we're gonna talk about a little bit later, we let him say nigga in his raps. You know, we let the
Afro say we.
Bro, no, bro. Afro Latinos use the N-word, bro.
Everybody use the N-word.
No, I mean Afro Latino, like a Dominican nigga come up to you and say, "What's up, my nigga?" And you ain't gonna be like, "Oh, his last name is Sanchez."
Depends on what it look like,
bro. Let's move it on, fella. Let's move it on, man. Listen, y'all want to jump over there?
No, hell no. I want this one right here. The second, these topics in motherfucking order.
But you can just bring that over there.
Hey, I thought one of them beers like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone.
Give me a hell yeah.
So I was sitting and thinking, right, because it kind of goes back to the playlist thing we talked about earlier. And then with the NBA intros being back on the games and all of that stuff.
That's lovely.
So like if we started the pod and it really came in, it's the Village Vet starring your host, whatever, right?
That's corny as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Try again.
No, bro, that was the point.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
But like, and then your song come on when you come out. Like, what would your theme song be?
I ain't gonna count just because Hallie the way he came out that mini man last night, that shit just did something. But he went out in the first quarter. That's the only thing. That's the reason why I'm changing. I'm going to Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac. That's what I'm coming out to. I'm coming out to Return of the Mac.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
don't give a damn what's going on.
Like
that's
that.
why I'm coming down. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I'm coming down. I'm coming out in the locker room with this one.
Are you singing
the whole time?
Arms wide open.
Come on. Come on. Ooh, yeah. That's how I'm coming for real.
What about you, Dean?
Oh man, you know, you gotta slow that thing down for the boy now.
He going Levert.
You gotta close, close. It's one of them distinct voices, you know, one of a kind voices. And to me, it's the greatest. It's my favorite song and the greatest song of all time. And that's LTD Love Ballad. You know what I mean? The man said, "Loving you." He say, Come on now.
Hold on, this is your theme song, Nick?
Yeah. I love. Yeah.
I do too. Love is beautiful. Nah, this is that shit though.
Yeah, if you don't like this song, something wrong. Like, I know we're a younger generation, but this that one. Yeah, this what your auntie, your grandmama, her mama, all love.
LTD.
What's yours? Nelly St. Lucie.
Yeah, person like that. Nelly St.
Jay-Z.
Ooh, some heat right there.
No. I think Eminem would be on my theme song.
Turn the music up, turn me down. Let's go get him again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's time for the money, my niggas.
It's actually tough.
Yeah, nah, I'm standing in the tunnel while he doing all this talking. I might let him get 4 bars in before I walk out. Cause we setting the vibe. Cause I'm on this podcast. What the fuck else can I say, nigga? You done heard it. Dude, the nigga just watch.
You know what? Soon they forget where they pluck. They hold down from the
Hold on, I think on the chain.
I'm like, I'm not a writer, I'm a writer for myself and others. I say a big verse, I'm only
bigging up my brother.
Come on now.
bigging up my barrel. I'm big enough to
This
do
is what we doing.
Plus I know my own flow is foolish. So the rings and babies.
Yeah, nah, you know, like
It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth.
I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
Where do you stop the song? Because once they get to the bridge, you gotta let it ride.
Hey, shit like this is what make him. Like, he gonna be hard to beat. I know everybody in love with Kendrick right now. And
Kendrick can't do this.
he can't do that.
Nah, Kendrick can't do
He
this.
can't do that.
He's too artsy.
Yeah. Like that's you gotta sell dope to do that.
But the thing is about Hov is like you forget that he's an artist, and that's what's so much more relatable because Kendrick is such an artist. Can't none of us just imagine. I know, bro. It's no great place to stop the song.
Yeah, for sure.
But we can't imagine being as like creative with Kendrick in our day-to-day life. Like committing to your creativity solely to where like it drives what your business becomes. It takes a different level of like courage, confidence, you know what I'm saying, opportunity for you to like truly do that.
That's real. Yeah, I mean, the only comparison really to that artistic proponent is Andre 3000 that we've seen in hip hop and what Kendrick going with it.
Oh, you forgot about Kanye, man.
I was just gonna say now.
Okay, that's fair.
Yay.
That's fair.
And I really don't even. I mean, just being.
I just don't know what to put.
Ye's Pee Wee Kirkland.
But
Top 5 of
I don't know, because again, I don't really want to put you putting Dot in a whole different bracket. Dot is just a rapper. Being real, I mean, I don't know. Dot is just a rapper. Dot ain't niggas ain't looking at Dot to say, oh, he the fashion icon. Oh, he the one who really make me want to talk, spoken word, all that good shit.
I agree.
I can't agree with that, bro. Now, when you look at Ye, when Ye first got started, man, he had niggas getting their shit together. He had you putting on. He had niggas in middle school wearing the suit jacket.
Yeah. We all did it. We all did it.
Bro, y'all did do that. Did y'all wear double polos too?
I would. Yeah, I did. I definitely did.
What you call up?
I would go. Nah, I didn't really do the collar. I would go like just if I go double polo, I go pink on top, lime green on the bottom, but I'm gonna fold it down and just have them show.
I'm telling you, everybody had a pink polo.
No cap.
That's fact.
Is that Ye or is that Dipset?
No, that's Kanye.
Ye.
Bro.
Oh no. So I'll give you Dipset.
Yeah, I'm just asking. Yeah, no.
That's when we wearing bigger,
but
baggy
big
clothes.
Long motherfuckers. You had the long pink shirt with Cam, and you had the little slouch socks and all that good stuff. With Ye, you had them jeans. They had the crease on them. You had the full suit with the jacket suit with the button up long sleeve thing up under it.
Yeah.
And then you trying to lead you really want to wear a hat in school just so you can look like how Usher did on the Yeah video. You hear me? Yeah.
Why the fuck do we not wear hats to school?
That's some bullshit. They do it now.
They do everything now.
But they have cell phones.
They do everything.
Had their stomachs out and shit at school. Like it was. Me and Dean was at the high school talking to the kids, and I was just disgusted by a young lady that I saw in the gym when we were there. Right. Mm-hmm. You couldn't see her shorts from under her hoodie. Oh, and I'm like, bro,
you got kicked out of school.
Like, this is unacceptable attire to wear to your place of business. Like, I understand that our dress code entirely too strict. Mm-hmm. I think school, like the college dress code, is acceptable for high school. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Certain classes make you dress a certain way for certain stuff.
That's right.
But day in and day out, you kind of just wear whatever the hell you want as long as you look halfway decent.
Right.
But dog, you shouldn't be able to wear spandex, a t-shirt, and a hoodie to school.
Yeah.
Like nigga, put on some sweats.
It used to be fingernail length of
yeah.
Back in the day,
like my shorts are too short for me to wear to school. Right. I mean, I had some that was too short back then, but fuck them.
They weren't checking your short thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a man. I mean, I had long arms too, so it didn't really help me because my finger go all the way damn near to my knee. How the fuck I'm gonna wear shorts with covering? Well, I did have some shorts that covered my knee back then.
Now it's see, and that's what pisses me off. Again.
I hate how y'all forgot who created it.
This shit done been pissing me off all the way now. These young niggas wearing these big ass clothes again. Then I'm watching the finals last night. Did y'all see what J-Dub walked in the game with?
With that vest on?
No. J-Dub had on them long ass denim jean shorts that he cut out, and then had that long furry yellow bag, like the purse bag. Man, I said these young niggas pissing me off, but I can't knock him. Right. To the youngins, he was fly.
I remember wearing a 2XL t-shirt, bro, in school, and I was 145 pounds. I can wear a 2X now. I'm 220. You feel
me? And that's what makes it even crazy.
But here's my problem, V.
What's that?
Is that like you just said he fly to the young niggas. Mm-hmm. Back in the day, it was you fly or you're not.
Facts.
And we started to make too many concessions, and like this is fashion, right? Mm-hmm. But in so many other different places where we just allow people to just be themselves, and it's okay to be yourself, and you should be allowed to be yourself, however you choose to be yourself. But I can also have a comment about you being yourself, and that's me being myself. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, if you on some young nigga fly shit, like if I see you in them big ass denim jeans with some crew socks and some Timbs on, and it's 85 degrees outside, I don't care if you have a tank top on, nigga, you look stupid.
Yeah. Okay. And it's always been about how you put it together. At least when we was coming up, because you could like a part of the our fad was back then was the polos with the plaid shorts, right? Mm-hmm. But niggas was wearing the same plaid shorts. So if you wearing the same thing everybody else wearing, of course, I mean, we get it. It might look good, but it ain't fly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you come out there and you got them patched plaid shorts with the boxes on it,
okay,
and then you got that polo on like Dean used to.
yeah.
Back then, nigga was fly.
Dog, I remember I was at the Polo Outlet in Calhoun, and I got a hold to some baby blue pants, right, with like a bleached polo horse on it.
Come on, yeah.
I probably wore those pants twice.
Thought you were there smoke.
Nah, but the thing was, the 2 times I wore them, because you can't run it out. You can't run them pants back multiple times, because once somebody see them, they see them.
Mm-hmm.
But like the first time I wore that shit, and because nobody had seen the pants, because you know how sometimes the outlet you can find that little they only got one. They got one pair of 32, 34s, and everything else is a 38, 30.
Right. What was Bostow name? Because Bostow was like Gabe's before Gabe's.
Bills. Little junk stuff.
Yeah, I used to find some shit in there.
Yeah, you can find nice little graphic tee in there. You find some nice bullshit.
Which one was who was Bills?
Both.
Man.
What was that?
You know Calhoun. Our friend who ain't our friend.
Okay, say no more. Yeah, say no more.
I dive too deep.
Yeah, you know.
She get wicked.
But you was talking about J-Dub and them, and right. Like, let's just stay with the finals, man.
Pretty much, I was just talking about them young niggas wearing them big ass clothes, and after watching the game, I was just trying. I first wanted to ask Dean, what did he think about it? Because I know his boy went down.
Oh, man.
Go ahead.
Halliburton was 3 for 4, had 9 points before he went down. Man, I think they would have beat their ass.
Beat their ass?
Not beat their ass. Let me not say that, but I think they would have won. First of all, I think the pace slowed down a lot where they need to play faster. And you can't play faster with TJ dribble all day McConnell. You know what I mean? Whereas you got to give him credit for.
He kept in the game, though.
I agree. But that type of basketball is easy to defend for a team like that, even though he kept him in the game for a while. They really missed the pace that Halliburton played with, on top of his length as well. So I was about to do it myself.
Bro, nobody even know what that means.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, for Halliburton, man, I just really hate it with this type of year that he's had. And now I think it hasn't came out yet that it's Achilles.
Nigga, you watched it.
I watch basketball enough. So I know it's Achilles.
You watched it pop, and that was disgusting. Hey, stop showing it. Like they kept showing the replay. It's like, bro, we know it's an Achilles. Like we saw up at his calf when he planted that whole thing bow. And if you know anything about sports injuries, bro, that's an Achilles.
Yeah.
And I think the NBA or the team, somebody has to start doing a study, right? Because these Achilles injuries are becoming more prevalent in younger players. And I have a theory here of, bro, these niggas ain't playing enough basketball. They're
not playing enough.
No, like practice, right? They train. You know what I'm saying?
And all that,
they running like the individual work. They're playing ones, but like they're just not getting out there playing fives.
Not enough fives.
Teams ain't really practicing like that. You go get your individual work in, and like your body can't. Personally, I think your body can't take the toll of that type of season if you're not training towards that. Like the reason why we did all that stupid shit in 2-a-days was so that you got used to doing football stuff, right?
Right.
The summer stuff is cool. When we just out there in shorts and t-shirt, running routes, 7-on-7, whatever the hell we doing, right? But like you still needed a camp to go in there and hit and get sore and harden your body. And you practice throughout the year hitting.
Kung Fu Kitty.
There you go.
you go throughout the year and towards the end of the season, yeah, you stop hitting as much in practice. But y'all know if you had a bad game and you didn't tackle well, we putting full pads back on.
Right.
Even if you've been in shells for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Week 8, bro. Nigga, we're not hitting for real in practice, bro. You bud niggas up and then it's going on. So I think that's one of the problems in the NBA. And I also think a lot of this year-round basketball play, like, hey, nigga, I understand you want to get better, but let your body relax. Let your body rest and heal and recover. Like,
well,
we had 3.
The calf strain was a key indicator that something like this might happen. We just didn't think one game that it may come, but
happened to KD.
I know. So of course we've seen it before, but man, what a sad way to end the fucking season for somebody that's set a record as far as big games and game winners this year. It's a postseason that we'll always remember from him for sure.
He called somebody a pussy ass nigga yesterday before he got hurt. And when I saw that, because I'm watching the game and they showed him walking to the sideline saying it. And I'm like, the camera ain't supposed to be on him right now because it's very clear what he's saying.
Yeah, he was in that mode.
I like that shit he was on.
Yeah, he was in that mode. And, I mean, but, SGA, shout out to him because he had a great season.
It's the worst great season I've ever watched.
You gotta chill, bro.
It ain't glamorous.
Good, bro.
No. I'm saying it's the worst great season I ever watched because I don't want to shit on him. Like, he had a great year. Average 30, scoring title, league MVP, number 1 seed, champion, finals MVP. His team is top 5 all time in wins in a season, regular season and playoffs. He did like all the 5 shit that like legends are supposed to do.
Just 1 second, you left one out. Him and J-Dub, they broke LeBron and Kyrie's record of most points, duo team that score most points in the finals.
Oh, I don't care about that.
I'm saying,
I'm just saying, I don't care about that stat because D Wade wasn't D Wade.
It wasn't D Wade. That was Kyrie and Bron.
I'm sorry, you said Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie and Bron.
My bad. Yeah. I don't care about that stat. I just watch it. Even like yesterday, SGA didn't play good.
Nah, he was like 8 for 24. He went to the free throw line a lot.
I just don't like watching Shai Gilgeous-Alexander play basketball. Personally, I think he's great. He's really good. I just don't like his game.
That foul baiting shit is real now. James Harden used to do it too.
He did it on 5.
Yeah, he did it on 5.
I was just gonna say, y'all always contradict yourself because y'all was just gonna bring up James Harden when y'all was talking about how he was killing with that.
Well, no,
we had a show.
No, the foul baiting is not my problem with SGA.
So I mean,
I just don't like watching his game. You know how you can like see somebody be like, bro, he fire. I don't like his game though.
No, fuck no, I don't. He fired and he fired. I don't know how that works.
I give him this. Majority of his finals came from inside the paint. So for you kids, if y'all see this, look, the boy mid-ranged him to death, averaged about 30 on the series. So it ain't all about the 3. But for him to do it the way he did it and get to the foul line, it was kind of ugly for us to watch. But he got it done. So I can't say nothing about somebody that gets the job done.
And that's my point. Like, I'm not gonna knock what he's done. He's dope. He's fire. He deserves all that, like all the accolades that he's getting. Like, he earned those.
But if you don't think,
but I ain't like it.
The NBA, if you don't think with the talent that's in the league right now that they ain't gonna be ready for that shit next year, man, please.
Oh no, that shit wrapped up next year.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a one and done ring. I think we're gonna have another team win next year. I think the Pacers can get back, but it depends on Halliburton.
They're not getting back next year. They
not next year.
They got to take next year off because he probably wouldn't be ready until the playoffs. and you don't bring somebody back from an Achilles from the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Just like Jason Tatum should not play next year. Dame Lillard should not play next year. It doesn't matter if they get cleared and can play at the point in the season in which they come back. Bro, just let them sit that whole year. Let them get 16 months off instead of just a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Shea should look at this and be like, we won it, but like to prove like where I am in the league and who I am in the league, I gotta go get another one when folks healthy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, because it was a lot of injuries, even with like the Aaron Gordon injury. I think that was in the second round,
Game 6.
Yeah, like that was big. Aaron Gordon was really fulfilling Jamal Murray's spot of the second option.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
well, let me ask you this before is Dame Lillard, is he done after this one? Like, I mean, if he sit out this season, that's 38. Then he be coming back 39.
No, he ain't that
old. He like 30.
Oh, he ain't. I thought he was the same age.
No, he like class.
Oh, okay.
He like class 08.
So then 35, 30. So it'd be 30. Shit, it'd be 37 then when he come back, right? He's 35 now.
No, he gonna sit a year.
Huh?
He gonna sit a year. He might come back 37 though.
But like he can. The thing is about Dame, he can shoot and dribble
from distance.
Yeah. So like with Dame, he may not be able to get to his Dame stuff the way he used to, but he can still get buckets because you can set it. Like shooting don't go away.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Think about some of our coaches that could shoot. You be in practice,
still tearing them up from
yeah.
They like shoot. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be 40, 45. Right. If you can get an open shot, you can shoot.
It's gonna be dry.
Problem is you just can't separate no more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm saying like we talking about like our nigga, you can't.
Man, please.
Ain't nobody falling for that jab still.
I mean, it's gonna be a hard right, and then I'm covering the left.
well, not and like this ain't even talking shit because of his height, right?
Yeah,
he can jab. I can bite on the jab because like me, I'm 5'11". I think I can still get a good contest if he pulls up off the jab.
Not if I double jab, go to the rim and give me a lay. Hey man, stop playing with me.
No, I'm not saying you can't do it, but I'm just saying like you
looking like ice box from Little Rascals.
Fuck the finals. KD is a rocket.
Ooh. The question is the ask who won that? Realistic.
Houston won the trade.
Y'all think?
Yeah, because look how far they got this year.
They're number 2 seed, man.
Yeah, they got to the Western Conference Finals, right?
No, they got put out in the first round.
They got put out by
Golden State first round.
Golden State first round.
A young Houston too. Remember that.
But you add KD to that situation along with what's my guy Thompson twin.
Mm-hmm.
You add twin to the situation. And then you got Şengün. Şengün is hard, bro.
Don't
New Kung Fu Kenny.
Well, realistically though, he's 37.
He scored 27 last year a game
50,
on 50, 40, 90. And for his career, he averages damn near 50, 40, 90. You know who I'm gonna like just take a chance on?
Yeah.
The nigga who can score a lot of points and not take a lot of shots.
Yeah,
you get rid of your franchise for that though.
Jalen Green's not the franchise.
Yeah, I was about to say, hell no, it's Thompson, bro.
Man, y'all crazy as hell. They built that team around Jalen. I
understand.
They started building around him and Şengün, and then they said, you know what, Jalen Green, no,
24. 20.
Nah, it's 21.
Jalen Green on 20.
Jalen Green. He's 23 years old and he averaged 21 points per game. And if we're a 2 seed, they got put out in the first round, and we're trying to like go somewhere because the problem with Houston is they didn't have a guy who could just go get a bucket. Hey, we need a bucket right now.
Team full of young dudes though. That's why. I mean, you gonna eventually get that. Like you said, Thompson, he was coming of his own. Jalen Green was on his way. They got Jabari Smith. Like they got a team full of young boys to get rid of him and to get. I think Phoenix gave up 4 first rounds.
No. Phoenix didn't give up shit.
So Houston gave up.
Houston gave up.
No, I'm sorry. That's the Memphis and Orlando trade. My bad. That threw me out.
That's a bad.
My bad. So yeah, no. So it was just a fair trade. Just Jalen.
I mean, it was fair.
Well, of course,
fair for you. It was fair for Houston
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you look at Phoenix's roster, you got Dylan Brooks. You just added Jalen Green. You got Devin Booker. You got Bradley Beal. You got Grayson Allen. You got a bunch of two guards.
Yes.
You got a bunch of two guards. That's a bad team, especially a team that was in the finals in 21. And like I put this shit up here. This Brad Beal, what's next? I'm gonna tell y'all what I would do if I were Phoenix with Brad Beal.
Okay.
He would be the number 12 to 15 man on the roster.
Wait, paying wise? What you
No,
mean?
No, playing.
He's not that bad, actually.
No. I'm with you. I don't think he's that bad either.
Bait.
But I know that he don't work for what we're trying to do long term, and he got this no trade clause. So I'm gonna dress him, not really play him. Some games, not dress him, play him bullshit minutes, and then I'm gonna tell him in a way that doesn't get me fucked up when he goes and tells the NBA PA that I'm fucking him.
Make him hate it. Yeah.
New Kung Fu Kitty.
That look here, Brad. You waive the no trade, or this is what we're doing.
That ain't gonna happen though. They can't operate like that.
Yeah, because it's not the NFL. In the NFL,
right?
Hey, you know what? You got this great contract that we traded for, and you don't work for our team no more. You don't want to play ball. I'm gonna make you so miserable that you don't play ball. Because guess what? If I make him the 12th to 15th man on the roster, put him in here and there, bullshit him, he gonna not want to show up.
Yeah.
And when he starts showing up late, start missing shit, I'm fining him. Conduct detrimental. Fuck with me if you want to. Because if I can get released from this contract because I didn't hit you with conduct detrimental so much.
Do you not think that the Brad Beal without KD with Devin Booker might work?
No.
Considering this gonna be the first year Brad Beal comes back, he's healthy. What Brad Beal our age? Like 34?
He's a year younger than us. Class 2011.
So he's 32. Okay, he's finna be 33 this year. All right, ain't bad years. If he can stay healthy and compliment Booker, who seemed like he been playing the point a little bit more,
and shouldn't
they shouldn't. I think they do need a guard. They didn't get one in this trade, but maybe they could pick somebody up. I don't know what Chris Paul gonna do.
In the Brad Beal, Chris Paul ain't going back.
He ain't going back.
Nah, that's personality.
Okay.
Oh,
cool,
really?
Cool.
Yeah.
But if they could find a point guard that could, kind of keep the pace and give both of them niggas the ball, they might be all right.
Nah, Brad Beal, get down or lay down.
New Kung Fu Kitty.
I'm just saying, like if I'm running the team and I see that you don't help us get better, I'm gonna try in inside of the rules of the collective bargaining agreement to make you so fucking miserable that you either drop your no trade clause, and I'll work with you. Like, tell me where you want to go. Tell me where you want to go, and we'll try to do it if it works.
Yeah.
At the same time, like if that shit don't work, I'm gonna try to make you so miserable that you want out that I can either find the hell out of you to make you conform, or just send you to a team that you want to go to for real assets that the team deserves.
I'm with you, but I don't know. Like, we just gotta kind of see where it lands, because I'm not completely out on Bill. I just think that with him being the third option, that was too much for him.
I'm not out on Bill either. I'm out on Bill in Phoenix.
Okay. Get Bill fat ass up out of there, man. Get him somewhere in the lower program. If Brad Bill ain't been shit, ain't gonna be shit. Get on somewhere, man. Go chill. Ain't nothing wrong with go get a regular thing, but all that thinking you are first and second option. No. Go be third, fourth option, knock down a corner three. That's it. We don't need you bringing the ball up. We don't need none of that. We need to play some ball and just make it make sense. But shit, let's get on the topic of the night. The big one. The big one of the night.
New Kung Fu Kitty.
Lawsuits going on. What we talking about? What we think? Have y'all heard about the Tyler Perry and Fat Joe story?
Yeah. So let me pull up an article on Tyler Perry's $260 million lawsuit.
Yeah.
Filmmaker and actor Tyler Perry was hit with a $260 million sexual assault and harassment lawsuit on June 13th. Perry, the man behind the popular franchise Medea, shows like Duplicity and Sisters, and a slew of Netflix originals is being sued.
Hold on. My partner. But please don't read in that voice. Please don't read in that voice.
Oh, you don't like that voice?
No, just read regular. Read like you read in Morehouse. I hope you didn't read like that in Morehouse.
Nigga, you think I read in class? I was asleep. Don't get me talking about college degrees and that shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Nah.
Okay.
But now, anyways, he's being sued by actor Derek Dixon. The two first met when Dixon worked at the opening party for Tyler Perry Studios. In his lawsuit, Dixon alleges that Perry encouraged him to try his hand at acting, offering him TV roles on Ruthless and later The Oval. Dixon accepted the jobs, but is alleging that during his employment, Perry sexually harassed him, groped him, and then retaliated against him when he did not reciprocate Perry's unwanted advances. According to the complaint, Perry, who is reportedly worth $1.4 billion, said through his attorney that he let someone get close to him, but that he now considered the relationship was nothing more than setting up a scam. So here's what the lawsuit claims. Dixon, who became a series regular, is suing for sexual and work harassment along with sexual battery and sexual assault, as well as other claims, seeking $260 million in damages. Is there a penetration to your butthole that's worth $260 million?
Look, 260.
Don't answer that question. Because it's different if you're into it versus if you're not, right?
No, I get it. That's just
well, no, because if you're into it, is it really worth 260? I don't know. But if you're not into it, it's definitely worth 260.
I read some text messages from Tyler today, and I'm not all the way up on this, so I don't want to speak too freely, but
you want me to pull up the text?
The text messages seem like he was just flirting. You know what I mean? And it's very Medea-like.
Just flirting is crazy.
It was very Medea-like.
They just flirting.
Yeah, but you know, as far as anything pressing, I didn't see it in the text that would warrant this type of suit. Now, I don't know if they had any encounters. I don't. But from what I've seen from the text, it didn't seem like it was something crazy like that.
I'm pulling up the text right now.
That's what I was looking for right now. That's what I was trying to say.
I mean, it's some weird text there, but I think this whole suit is difficult for me because I think that Tyler Perry was not using workplace dynamics to fuck on old boy, but he was also putting him on.
Okay.
While also wanting to fuck with him.
Okay, all right. Hold on, because there's some stuff going on.
Because now they about that. I'm about to all this weirdo ass shit.
Y'all talking about the comments,
bro? This shit is, y'all weird asses out of here, man.
Hold on.
Fuck that shit.
What's going on? What's going on in the comments, man?
Motherfuckers writing all in the comments trying to start. Get y'all ass on with this. We having a show. God damn.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, man. You know what? I'm not gonna read that. Let me get back to finding these
find them texts and
find these texts.
And let's just say this. Look, whatever it is that y'all got going, they ain't got nothing to do with
get off the show shit with that.
That's all.
Fuck.
You know what I mean? Y'all can do that in the inbox, but don't do it here. Please.
I'm a
fuck the police. Get the fuck on with all that extra shit, man. Shit be stupid as hell.
You know, I hate when I like go try to like find certain stuff where I don't be remembering where I put
Shout
it.
out to Jordan for sending the text at the right time because I seen it when you seen it.
I just
damn, you gonna just snitch on a nigga like that? Damn.
No, but we don't need that. Look.
I haven't read enough of it to like.
Shit.
Okay, I got the Tyler Perry.
They ain't got nothing to do with none of us. Whatever they got going.
Y'all want to hear some of these?
I need
having to think and shit.
Take care of that on your own time.
Y'all want to hear the Tyler Perry
go
text? Ahead. Okay. In one text, Derek Dixon alleges Tyler Perry told him he was a top and said to him, "When you have a big dick and you hit the deep
I see that text.
right on these bottoms, they go crazy." Me and V,
file the suit.
Me and V joked about this, right? We didn't go too in depth.
Damn.
But Dean, if Tyler Perry is a big dick top, right? And TD Jakes is a power bottom. Don't you think we should have a Clash of the Titans? Consensual.
Hey, look, that's it. Outside my wheelhouse.
Trust
and believe.
Yeah. I mean, you don't think that would be good for the culture?
No,
it's not good for the culture.
And you know, I hate that for TP. Because you know,
I don't even like us saying TP because when I think of TP, I think about a man's Tyler Perry, not Tyler Perry. Let's call him Medea.
let's call him Medea.
You want to hear some more text?
All right, give me one more. If it's out of bounds, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take it.
Once Dixon quit his job due to his role on the Oval, Perry started getting more and more personal with Dixon, knowing that Dixon was now under his control. Perry would often say things like, "I give and give. No one ever does anything for me in return." Now they put every instead of ever. That's
okay.
Yeah. Not that I can't read.
I'm about to say.
Yeah, I know.
Got a lot of books in here.
No one ever gives what I want or what I need, implying that Dixon was not giving him sex. Perry started asking Dixon about Dixon's sexual preferences and what role Dixon took on when engaging in sexual acts, i.e., whether he was a top or bottom, which in sexual terms means whether Dixon preferred to give or receive anal sex.
Oh my God.
Well, everybody doesn't know what a top or a bottom is. I'm just reading the information from the lawsuit.
That's enough. That's enough for me. Look. Best of luck on Tyler Perry. How he handled it. But if that's what the text say, I'd say,
man,
you know, you a bill up, baby. Go ahead and pay that little money.
Damn, TP, boy.
Keep it civil. Keep it civil, because if you know, you don't want other shit coming out.
Boy.
Hey, but the real conversation is how do you manage dealing with the work at work?
In his case,
I like, and maybe
in any case,
I'm saying in any case, and like, you know, these dynamics do play a part, and you know, I understand what Tyler Perry is going through right now. Shit. No. Not that. I understand.
Then he not gonna push that motherfucker man from there. Shit.
I knew what Tyler Perry was going through. Wow. Yeah, he's a big dick top. I'm sorry. That's some wild shit to say though. Like, hey, yo, I'm a big dick top. Yo, shout out to a nigga being so confident in himself to be able to come out and say, "Hey, man,
sick,
I'm a big dick top." But back to what I was saying, how I can understand what he's going through, right? Like actually being in a work environment where you're dealing with people who you are attracted to, and you have influence like on their future, but like those two things don't really intersect. Like I want to fuck you, but I don't necessarily care about you being good at your job. And if you're not good at your job, I'm not going to help you. You know what I mean?
At what age do grown men, because I think I've developed it at this age, at what age do they get self-control?
It depends on how good she look and how nasty she
No,
talk.
it don't. That shit don't look. I don't.
My self-control kicked in early.
I don't care how fine she is. Man, I got self-control because first of all, I understand the dynamics. I understand that you might be fine, but you ain't got nothing. You ain't grounded in nothing. You ain't got no morality, no foundation. You know what I mean? I understand that everything that look good ain't good.
What if it is good to you and feel good?
Well, all that's temporary anyway. Because once I bust that one, all I'm gonna do is roll over and go to sleep.
She be by. She be by. It's over with.
But what if she's one of the ones who know how to shut up and keep it pee?
See, all that comes with over time. But I'm just saying.
But you don't.
Is it worth the risk if you already got something in place, or is it worth the risk just being too aggressive too soon and not knowing? You know what I mean?
Well, see, I think. Fuck, I think. I've lived. It's worth the risk, even if it ain't worth the risk, right? But the part that makes it worth the risk is the vetting process. And I was actually talking to one of my partners today about this particular thing, and like in preparation for the show with the vetting process. Now that I'm out of the military, I can tell these stories, right? There were some people who I was engaged with that I shouldn't have. Nobody got vetted for less than 6 months, and I honestly think it was a year. I see, Ru.
What does vetted mean?
I got to get to know you. I got to talk to you. I got to see how I got to see how you move.
I got you.
Like even before I start even like getting suggestive, I'm talking about you done said a little thing right here or there that let me know what's up, and my eyes told me that like I looked at you and I'm like,
yeah,
I want to give some of that little tail, but
if the work situation wasn't this, I would do this.
I get it.
Tyler Perry ain't go through no vetting process.
Hell no,
he is the vet.
You hear me? That's what I'm telling. Shit, he the billionaire. He ain't got to go through all that.
Hey, Ru, I'll bring you in later on.
He just, Ru, you just hit me. Pause.
Nah, I see him right there, but like I'm not. Nigga, you're in the car. I'm not bringing you on the fucking stream right now.
Okay. Well, so I'm about to say, we really can jump in that Jimmy Jump. We didn't talk about Fat Joe.
So, y'all want to talk about Fat Joe?
Fat Joe's kind of
it's a similar case, right?
Nah, it's a civil RICO.
Oh, it's a civil RICO.
Yeah, let me pull it up real quick. Because we want to be accurate here. We don't want to like just give out bad information to the people.
Right.
What?
No, since it's some stuff going on in the comments, we've had to kind of monitor the comments, and Vandy just put some ignorant shit in there.
Oh, let me go check and see.
It's to you though, man.
Yeah. Bro,
I'm not
talking to me.
I'm not gonna crash out on Vandy. I don't give a damn what she's saying.
Funny story about AC and Vandy is that at one point we were like leaving like summer football practice.
Hold on. No, not damn that. Vandy, it was women. And it wasn't the kitchen staff. It was the staff, though. It just wasn't the kitchen. And it was women.
And it was women's?
It was definitely women's. I've never had sexual relations with a man. I'm not into that.
Hey, well, don't say that no more.
What? You don't want me to say I've never had sexual relations with a man because I'm not into that?
No, I'm just saying, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to,
You don't want to think about me having sexual relations with a man? See, this is why I tell you I stay out the comments because it derails the goddamn
But
show.
let me say this about you and Vandy. Man, we used to leave. We was working out or something in the summer. We were doing something. And AC would have to stop by Kangaroo every day to go in there and join with Vandy for whatever reason.
Bro, it got me better.
It got you better, but I mean,
you don't go to win, you go to get better.
Vandy was tearing his ass up.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay, but I became a better person because of it, and I love Vandy for that.
Okay,
I like Vandy before I like VJ.
I can dig it.
That might be true.
I ain't really, because again, I don't really be doing all that jokey ass shit like Vandy. She like live for shit like that. Like she wake up in the morning wanting to Joan and shit.
Hey, Dan, you throw these away for me?
Hold on now.
I'm joking.
Yeah, you finna have to pass me one in a minute.
But
no, don't do it now.
Okay.
Did we already touch the rest of the Joe button? I mean, I said Joe, Fat Joe.
Fat Joe and Jim.
Okay. You want to go straight to Jimmy.
Terrence T.A. Dixon, once a hype man for rapper Fat Joe, had sued his former employer for $20 million, making some allegations that might blend right in Sean Diddy's Combs RICO and sex trafficking trial. The federal lawsuit filed Thursday in U.S. District Court, the Southern District of New York, and reviewed by the Times, alleges that the rapper underpaid Dixon, cut him out of promised pay for contribution to album tracks, defrauded authorities about his income, ditched Dixon in foreign countries without money or transportation home, and is running a criminal organization built on intimidation and violence. I believe this. Okay. The lawsuit alleges that Fat Joe forced a hype man, a sort of backing vocalist who pumps up the audience, into approximately 4,000 sex acts with women in front of him and his crew. The 50-year-old rapper Joseph Antonio Cartagena is also accused of having sexual relationships with girls who were 15 and 16.
Jesus Christ.
The allegations go back to when the rapper was in his late 30s. The lawsuit says that Fat Joe's song "She's My Mama," which has graphically sexual lyrics, was based on what is alleged to have happened with him and one of the girls in real life, the lawsuit says.
Well, I'll tell you, that sounds like the Terror Squad. Goodness. I mean, damn, Joe.
She's my mama.
Do y'all want to hear the song?
No.
Yeah, fuck.
I mean, I can play it so we can maybe find the lyrics that are relevant to it.
Now, just off me knowing people, and I think I got a pretty good gauge on folks. Let me tell you, sound about right. But you know, I'm just saying from what I know about Fat Joe and the type of person he is, sound about right, bro.
What you thinking, man?
Yeah, I'm a Joey Crack type of guy. Personally, do I think he was hitting them little young shits? Absolutely. But do I think that he was trying to let it be known? Do I think it was some bullshit behind it? I think it was more so like one TA or Dixon, whatever his name is. He just wanted to check. He just wanted to check. Fat Joe didn't cut it to him fast enough, or when he wanted it, he started telling little family secrets. Do I feel it's corny? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because again, you telling stories from 15 years ago. I know you. If I'm in there doing it, like so, for example, if all of us, if Dean the superstar, and I follow Dean everywhere he go, and you right with me everywhere I go. If you think we ain't doing the same thing the superstar doing, we in the wrong profession. Just being for real. I mean, so.
But what if you look at it, you go, I ain't really trying to do that. But this, like, I'm here because this is my job.
You won't be here long.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just telling you.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
You won't be alone.
You're gonna find a way to stick around.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find a way to stay in that mix.
So his angle is, I didn't want to partake in these things, but I was forced to because of my proximity to what was going on.
Right.
So, and again, getting into like him having a criminal enterprise, right? In order for me to maintain my life.
Yeah.
If I gotta do this stuff because
these guys they'll get rid of me.
These niggas like, you know what I mean?
The thing is this.
I wish Rue would have stayed on.
If I allow something that's going on 10 years ago, if I allow you to be, and I don't want to say you, if I allow one of my people to be a molester 10 years ago, I'm just as guilty. I don't give a damn how he look at it. Even if I don't touch the girl, if I don't do nothing, if I see an underage girl come in his house and I know you finna flip her, I'm wrong as hell. However we try to play it, it ain't no cuts, no in-betweens at all. If I know you doing some wrong with this underage girl and I allow it and I don't tell this little girl to get her ass out of here or whatever, hey man, I'm just as guilty. And for me to come back 10, 15 years later to try and tell on somebody, that make it even cornier on me.
But what if I move crazy in the street? Hey, hold on. But what if I move in the streets in a way that, like, even if you distance yourself, your family having a funeral?
it make it even. However, I'm just as guilty, bro. I don't give a damn how we reword it. If I'm in the room, or not even in the room, if I'm in the house and I watch one of y'all bring something that I know is not of age, I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I get the survival piece, and then your conscience coming and saying, you know, we are 10 years removed from this. Let me do the right thing and put this out here. But also I understand money grabs too. But like I said, from what I know about Fat Joe, I believe it. From what I know about how he used to operate with beef, you know what I mean? Because when he had
New Kung Fu Kenny.
all right, when he was beefing with certain folks, he was out there putting little hits on their head. You know what I mean? Just that they had the right people around them.
Mhm.
So you know, I don't know, but I do know he cold enough to do just that.
So I think a lot of it is true. I think what the guy, the legend that happened is true. I also think the guy and they probably and I'm calling him discussing in the cause of how he bring it back and get paid off of it. Maybe Fat Joe does owe you money for your contributions and he didn't write you out of it. Cool. But what did he do for you while you were around that wasn't related to the contract that allowed you to live a certain life?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But do I believe that older guys were having sex with teenage girls? More than likely. Why do I think they did it? Because they're fucking easy. And these guys wanted quick nuts. It's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fucking disgusting. But like they wanted a quick nut and they knew these young girls would go for it. And they were physically developed enough as quote unquote women, right? We're not talking about like legal societal standards. We're just talking about like their body, not even their mind, their body. Their bodies are that. And I also think, and this is not making it okay. This is not like, no, fuck that. If they really did that, I don't care about the civil. Let's go legal because that's not okay. But there's also the idea of some of the stuff that niggas did wrong. You didn't know that it was as wrong as it is until we got more information.
A lot of it is
that's where I was
time
go with that too.
Is that it was more acceptable 90s 2000s 2025 we not having that shit, you know what I mean? So over time a lot of things became less acceptable that may have seemed somewhat common in like, you know, the 90s 2000s. It's just like, think about how in the 70s 80s your granddaddy had 2 girlfriends and they knew about each other. And if you try to do that now, it's pretty much not the same thing. Like you can't walk around. That's a fucking horrible.
You are fucking stupid.
Oh my God.
But here's the real thing, and I see where you're getting at.
God damn, that's horrible. Shut up, Todd.
But
shut the fuck up. I can't believe I did that shit.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Like, what?
But now, like, it's certain shit that may have happened on submissions back in high school that you learn years later was like not the way that you may or people around you could have and should have moved, right? And you didn't know that you were doing anything wrong or anything, you know what I mean? But like, then you get older and you learn. Well, do you hold a nigga to a certain standard?
Please.
I mean, nigga, we didn't shoot your ass up out of here.
Keep going, Lee. God.
But the point being is, like, I just believe this lawsuit on both ends. You know what I'm saying? But also 4,006 acts.
4,000.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I don't have 4,006 acts for y'all to see. Maybe one.
Hold on now. Hit that button.
No, because like, well, never mind. Y'all ain't single. But I was saying if we was single and we was on some like wild freaky orgy type shit, then like y'all might see a sex act, but like it ain't no gay shit.
We not.
I'm just painting a picture of like where there is a possible sex act that y'all could see that I would perform because
4,006 acts is a bunch of dick thrusting. That's just
that's what I'm saying.
Like, that's insane. That's a lot of work. And the thing is, this nigga Fat Joe just lost weight. Okay, we gotta understand this nigga just got small. So the fact that's why I know it's a money grab. This nigga just like this is the smallest he done ever been in his fucking life. So the fact that we trying to say 4,006 acts, are you fucking joking?
Hey, that's wild.
Like it's insane. It makes no sense.
How you document all
that? It makes no sense, and that's my point, bro.
Like how do you get to that number? Like just think about it. How many sex acts have you all done in the last 10 years? No fucking idea, right?
Oh,
bingo. So how do you even come to a number? Boy, these comments taking y'all out, man.
No, they ain't. I just think we need to.
Let's feed the
let's move on. Cause I messed up the topic. That's on me. I'll buy both of y'all dinner. We'll discuss. I'll buy you shots and everything. That's on me.
Well, Todd Dean, you are our R&B aficionado, man.
Okay, yeah.
What are your thoughts on the R&B top 75? And I'm pulling the list up now.
Okay.
And I want to know, because we're not going to go through the full list.
For sure, yeah.
But like, where would you like to focus on that list? And where would you like to have the conversation?
Okay, so I can't remember like numbers, but Gerald Levert is not on the list, so the list is crazy. Do you want me to, what has Keisha Cole done?
Hold on. Before you go off,
okay,
would you like for me to quickly read through a bunch of names?
Go ahead. Do the top 10.
No, fuck no. He got his problems are too deep just to stop at 10.
Oh.
I'm gonna say names.
Okay,
and y'all stop me. Okay. Starting at 75, Ruth Brown.
Who is that?
Yeah, bro.
Let's go and just beat it down.
You know what I mean? Like
74, Summer Walker. 73, I do believe that is 73, Etta James. 72, Jackie Wilson. 71, Keisha Cole. 70, her. 69, Bobby Womack. I don't think her and Bobby Womack should be that close, but what do I know? 68, Phyllis Hyman. 67, Tank. I don't think Tank and her should be that close.
That's
66,
right.
Keith Sweat. 65, Tina Marie. Tina Marie is too close.
65, Keith Sweat. Are they fucking joking?
Tina Marie got 2 songs, Square Biz and Fire and Desire.
And that was a feature, so I don't even know why she up that high, unless they just talking strictly vocals. Bitch can sing.
I'm gonna look.
That's fair, but I'm just saying it sounds good. Hold on.
Let's stop for a minute.
Okay.
Because I think Gerald Levert is top 30, 40. But for him not to be on the list at all kind of invalidates the list because we're talking about R&B music. I don't know who Ruth Brown is. Jackie Wilson is more so in a soul era, right? But before even R&B really had a name. So I don't know. I don't understand Levert not being there. Keith Sweat is too low. Tank is too low. They are heavy hitters. You finna name Summer Walker ain't earned that right yet.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
64, Lettucey. 63, Music Soul Child. 62, Anthony Hamilton. 61, Ashanti. 60, Neo.
Wait. Did they say Anthony Hamilton and Music Soul Child are beside each other?
Yeah. I mean,
it's a lot of people. I mean,
okay,
you forget.
Whoa, hey, hold on. They have Fantasia above Neo. That's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
Fantasia's 59.
That's the thing, though. What are we talking? Are we talking just vocals?
No.
You can just talk R&B.
Pen, though.
Look,
hold on. Pen, then Keith got to be top 10. If we talking
Sweat,
Keith Sweat. If we talking
no.
No.
Nigga, if we talking Pen, if we talking vocals, if we talking,
but I'm telling you, Pen is not part of this. I'm finding it to explain it to y'all. Okay, in the end, Billboard staffers agreed on the following criteria: vocal prowess, body of work, career longevity, industry achievements, game-changing influence, and enduring generational/cultural impact. While some singers who made the list are also known for their lyrical skills, songwriting wasn't a major deciding factor in this instance. And again, I'm a Keith Sweat fan, but when we get to the actual top 10, he's not in that top 10.
Let's keep it rolling then, because I need to hear that top 10. I don't need
that top 10.
I really don't need it. I need to. Well, Levert, you said he was.
He's not on the list.
But the reason why I want to like go through the list very quickly.
Okay.
Because like you just need to see the range of names before you bring them up. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
All right, so yeah, 60 we got Neo, 59 we got Fantasia, 58 we got Peebo Bryson. We too young to listen to that. 57 we got Tevin Campbell. That's crazy. If motherfucking Levert's not on the list. 56 is Joe. 55 Natalie Cole. 54 Jasmine Sullivan. 53 Jill Scott. 52 Stephanie Mills. 51 Rick James. That's disrespectful. 50 John Legend. Rick James is better than John Legend. 49 is Bobby Brown. 48 is Lauryn Hill. She doesn't put out enough music. 47 is The Weeknd. I don't know if that's R&B. 46 is Rihanna. I don't know if that's R&B. 45 is D'Angelo. That's definitely neo soul. 44 is SZA. I don't like her lips. 43 Dionne Warwick, legend. 42 Barry White. 41 Brandy. 40 Aaliyah. I love her music, but 39 Roberta Flack. 38 Maxwell, Pretty Wings. 37 Frank Ocean. Is Frank Ocean really an R&B singer, Todd D?
Absolutely.
He's
an alternative R&B singer, but I would say he's R&B.
Man.
You think he's 37? You can sit with it. You can sit with it.
He 37. I mean, he that cold.
Okay, 36 is Tony Braxton. 35 is Babyface. 34 is Donna Summer. 35 Babyface just does not sit well with me. 33 Alicia Keys. 32 Lionel Richie. 31 Anita Baker.
Keys. That's sick.
30 Gladys Knight. 29 Diana Ross. 28 Erykah Badu. 27 Shaka Khan. 26 Chris Brown. Disrespectful. 25 Patti LaBelle. That's disrespectful. 24 Bill Withers. I'm too young. 23 Teddy Pendergrass. 22 Luther Vandross.
That's the one.
Fuck out of here.
Hold on. And I'm sorry.
Let me get a half shot, B.
I'm sorry. Let's stop right there. Because when you talk about the best vocalist, and some people will argue that it's Whitney, it's Donny Hathaway, and it's Luther Vandross. Me personally, I love Whitney Houston. I always put Donny first. I mean, not Donny, but Luther first. Okay. And then you can do whatever you want with Donny and Whitney. Stevie Wonder is number one on this list. I'm gonna just go ahead and put that out there. He has a pen. He has the hits. He has everything.
Hey, don't even talk about it. Stevie.
But he can't, because I think Luther number one. If we talking R&B music, you just gotta think about what he do for you.
You ain't been in the room with Stevie.
I done been in the room with Stevie.
No.
Are you saying live? Luther died before I was able to do
but I'm
that.
saying like to be like, and we'll get to it when we get to one. But my experience with Stevie is it wasn't a concert. It was a conversation with him sitting at a piano at Spelman with his harmonica. And in the conversation, he's going in and out of his songs, his hits.
I'm not mad at
So I'm saying that to say I have a strong bias because I've been in that room and like the music feel we do live music. It feels different when it's live.
Right. I'm just saying, and maybe you should watch it one night. Look at Luther at Radio Music Hall. Just check it out. And
I sing Luther to all my women.
Listen to Luther, big gay ass. Man, y'all didn't keep this list going. Man, because y'all tripping. Y'all going on old shit.
Okay, so 21 Donny Hathaway, 20 Otis Redding. Shout out to South Georgia. 19 Smokey Robinson, 18 Al Green. Hey, shout out.
Hey, come on now. Twin.
17 Janet Jackson. Shout out to Gerard Sullivan. Hey, he can come sit on the couch.
She don't deserve to be that hot.
No.
Why is she up there?
This shit ain't nothing.
Janet,
I ain't
I could put Jared before Janet. I could put Sweat before Janet.
You got to put Sweat before Janet. Yeah, you talk Babyface before Janet.
Babyface before Janet.
Well, a lot of Babyface was more so his pen and not just him.
So if that's the case,
but
like, he should have been top 10.
No, but the criteria was that they did like it's R&B performance, so they did not value the pen in this list as much.
She can't sing.
Huh?
She can't really sing.
Yeah, but her music sound good. I know what you're saying. She can't sing, but her music sound good. Have you been to a show?
She whispering the whole goddamn time over the 808. Beat loud as hell.
Hey, but if you go to the show, it hit different.
You got to go to a show for it to hit different. It can't come on the radio. It ain't like when Sweat come on the radio. On, there's a right and a wrong way to love somebody.
Motherfucking hit every time.
See, y'all think about fucking.
No, we talking about jamming.
Nah, he says a right and a wrong way to love somebody.
He's the freak. I'm talking
fucking
about,
hit.
I'm talking about overall, bro. It just ain't no way in fuck they finna play it like that. And to be real, I'm putting Chris Brown over both of them niggas, man. We just being for real.
We keeping it
I mean, we gonna be for real.
Well, I said Chris Brown.
Breezy need to be in top 3 for real. I mean, hey, if y'all trying to put goddamn Blind at your boy, we trying to put him in the front.
Hey. Hold on. Let me finish the list. Mary J. Blige, 16. Isaac Hayes, 15. Curtis Mayfield, 14. Sam Cooke, 13. 12, Usher. I don't like that. 11, Ray Charles. I didn't listen to that blind nigga. 10, Marvin Gaye. 9, R. Kelly.
Just 1 second. Did we just fucking put Ray Charles over Usher, Babyface, Keith Sweat? I'm top 10.
I'm not going to argue that because I'm too young. Like, we're too young to really talk about like some of the Ray Charles influence. So like, I get why he would be here. He got a movie.
Well, let me. Okay.
R. Kelly is 9. He should be.
Boy, I broke my goddamn phone. I was expecting him number 1.
This is the problem. Like I said, I got Luther number 1, but that's because I think he's the best vocalist of all time.
Okay.
Number 2, you said the pen didn't matter. If the pen mattered, I would put R. Kelly first of all time. All right, ain't nobody got a better pen, and you can say what you want about Michael Jackson. Hey, hold on. You can say what you want about who else on that list? Michael Jackson is at 3.
We ain't got to yet.
Michael Jackson at 3. Who else?
Wait, now you telling the list already.
Okay. But
I was about to get into R. Kelly.
Talent wise, ain't nobody can do it like Kels, and we need to keep that in the front of our mind, not in the back.
Not in the back. Fuck all that over shit.
Yeah.
No, we
keep that in the front of your mind.
Straight music. But if we got music, top to bottom, I'm going Kels all day long.
Let me.
I can't believe y'all. Luther big ass cool.
But hold on.
Big
freak. Come on, man. These other niggas don't sound as good. Pause. It just don't sound as good.
But that's why I'm saying y'all never talking about Rhythm in the Sky sound better than this shit or any of his little.
No.
I'm going by the criteria.
I would say that I prefer R. Kelly's music over Stevie sometimes, but like if you put Stevie over R. Kelly, I'm not mad. Like my thing is, I don't invalidate your ear if you say you prefer Stevie's music over R. Kelly.
Let's finish the list and then we'll go in.
Mariah Carey number 8, Prince number 7. Now here's my problem with this: Prince is really not an R&B artist.
He's an artist.
He's Prince.
Yeah, he's one of a kind. Yeah.
Him and Michael Jackson, they kind of.
No. That's really that. Mike and Prince are Drake and Kendrick.
What the fuck? They both artists. However you look at it, they both in the tier they own. So that's the reason why you said if you gonna say Prince is just Prince, you got to say the same for Mike Jack.
No. Michael Jackson was a great performer and singer. Prince was a great artist.
Come on now.
Mike wasn't making all of the 5 mic shit. Mike was just performing it and singing it very well. Prince is root of the tootle.
No, Prince wasn't the one nigga. He ain't singing as good as Mike. Now don't get it twisted. He can do the beats. Prince, he can do the beats.
I'm gonna sing you some songs.
No. You already know. Dean already know what I'm going to. Cause like, hold on, like this Prince disrespect, and you talk about the vocals. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not doing that. So we about to listen to 17 Long Nights, man. Look here.
We don't want to hear all this shit. We ain't got to. Because again, if the same thing I'm saying is Prince is in a tier of his own, Mike Jack is in a tier of his own.
But you gotta understand, like musically, it's different. Like Mike is just performing. Prince is creating entity.
Mike is telling folks what to do on his shit. If you heard that story, what he told Buddy on what was his Dark Child, the nigga did his last album. He told Dark Child how to make all his beats
his last album.
Yes,
Barry Gordy made the first few.
Right. Prince been doing that his whole career.
There's a reason why Prince
almost every
instrument. Again, it makes sense for him.
It's the reason why Prince wasn't in We Are the World.
Don't give a fuck. We don't want to hear. We don't want to hear this shit. It's too slow. We don't hear all that. Get on beat. Prince sang for his beat. Prince sang for his own type of song. That's the reason you don't really hear Prince in that many features. Prince make music for him.
He didn't really do features.
That's my point. Prince made music for him. He ain't tried. He can't get on the song with somebody and ride shit out, Paul, because he'll get barbecued into some shit like We Are the World.
Man,
if he come trying to show his vocals on We Are the World on that, he would have
Lee. Don't play this. Play a door real quick.
Man, y'all ain't even gotta keep playing this shit.
You ain't answer your phone.
Come on.
He sound like y'all. No. He sound like y'all just did that. Just did. Y'all had the same exact voice that he had.
Hey, bro, this is like, these are raw cuts, nigga.
Bro, this ain't making no point. I'm tell y'all that now, both of y'all. This ain't proving no point.
What the fuck is this?
Hey, this a hit.
Okay.
I can't argue that. This a hit.
And he's singing. Like, we're not gonna play with Prince in my face. I can't.
I already done did it. I'm not playing with him no way. He's sleeping.
Hey, you see who get played, right? Yeah. I mean, we can do a whole Prince set. That's what I'm saying. Like, we can just make this a Prince cast if you want to. Like Prince disrespect. Like, dang, that's one play for me.
Hey, come on.
Man, I don't give a damn how much
I've been to Paisley Park.
What I said.
You hear me? I've been to Paisley Park in Minnesota. Cold as motherfucker.
I don't give a damn.
Been there.
I don't give a damn.
Okay.
You wear the ass out pants. You didn't do it the right way then. So that's where we going. If you didn't wear the ass out pants, we don't care about it.
Finish the list.
Number 6 is James Brown.
He don't deserve to be
there. No, I don't think we can say that. I think we're too young.
I think it's been better music.
Number 5 is Whitney Houston.
That's okay.
Number 4 is Beyonce.
Yeah,
she got to be 4, even though I feel like she shouldn't be 4, but she
can easily be number 1 though.
Her impact is so great that she has to be in the top 5. Number 3, Mike Jackson. Number 2, Aretha Franklin. Bro, I'm too old. I'm too young.
I'm pissed.
She don't deserve to be that trash. She don't deserve to be that high.
No.
And number 1 is Stevie.
No, she don't. It should be for me. It should be number 1. If I could have it my way, I go number 1, R. Kelly.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but I'm gonna have Stevie.
I'm gonna have number 2, Luther Vandross, and then you go 3, Beyonce or Whitney Houston. Whoever you want to take.
Wait, you do that again? I'm going Whitney over Beyonce.
I feel like vocally you can give Whitney that.
Yeah, I got to.
I just think Beyonce catalog is something crazy.
The catalog, because again, you gotta remember, man, them fucking the Beehives, they the ones who make it. Which, and I'm not taking that from Beyonce. Let me not say that, because if Whitney Houston has some Houstonites, then she'd be the shit too. You know what I'm saying? And she had that following. But I feel like that's the whole bigger thing with her. Is Beyonce had got that following, and again, anything she touched, it's gonna go to the roof.
Yeah, but for her time, you can say the same thing about Whitney.
But
yeah, so but it's Kels, Luther, Whitney, or Beyonce interchangeable. Because
I still ain't, and I think I don't know if I'm just biased, because again, it's like I said, I love old school, but it's just I ain't putting Luther. I can't.
You don't know Luther when he's saying that. The closer I get,
man, come on with the game.
With Beyonce on there.
I was there the whole time with that one. I was there the whole time with that. So that's my point. It's like I'm trying to think of, did I get a bigger impact when? Who can I compare? That you don't really get a better duet than that one. But
if this world was mine, if this world was mine, then you gotta think about. If only for one night, this house is not a home. You know what I mean?
It's
a lot.
He ain't had his heart broke before. He ain't sang these songs to nobody.
It's a lot. Now R. Kelly, his catalog so big and it spread from 3 generations almost. That he's the de facto number one. He got songs, a individual name that ain't on that list. That could be on that list. Is Ronald Isley.
I was thinking that as you were saying.
That's some bullshit. Ronald Isley.
But they ain't gonna.
I understand the Isley brothers.
That's what I'm saying.
But they don't sing, right?
They exist.
They play instruments.
Nah, they exist.
They
background niggas.
But as far as the vocalist, Ronald Isley should be in there.
It again, girl.
So I think about this, right? And this is in no order. My personal top 5. Because some of these old niggas I don't listen to. Yeah. We're gonna go Prince. We're gonna go Luther. We're gonna go Mike. We're gonna go Stevie. That's 4, ain't it?
I thought that was 5.
Mike, Prince, Stevie, Luther. And then I'm probably going Al Green after that. Me personally, for my ears.
Mike, who you said in that order? My fault. I wouldn't.
You gave 5.
Did I say Breezy?
No.
Okay, sorry, Al Green. You got it. You number 6. Breezy. So it's Mike, it's Breezy, it's Prince, it's Luther, and it's goddamn Stevie. That's my, like, if you're talking about my ears, and R. Kelly might be 6 and he may be somewhere in that top 5. It just depends on like where I'm at in life.
I got it.
But like my 5 is probably my 8.
My 5.
That's crazy saying my 5. Like when I said my 5 is probably my 8.
Mike, no. Kills, Ron Isley, Breezy, Whitney Houston.
Yeah, she's hot too.
And my last with Dean just giving me that fucking catalog, I really kind of gotta say Luther now. And because again, I forgot I didn't want to throw all that other shit. And they gotta be big Luther. Not that little skinny freaky Luther. Give me that big fat motherfucker who, I want that one now. He gonna kill something.
But like for me, the problem is like I'm also a Whitney fan and I play Whitney. You know what I mean? Right. Like 5 is hard for me. Oh, that's crazy. But like just picking 5 artists is so difficult for me because I probably listen to 10 R&B artists, but like I listen to them. I fuck with
on the regular.
Yeah, man. But I mean, Coco Jones will never crack this list. Not today.
Not today. Because Coco my shit.
But hold on, let me play you my shit by Coco. Because I tell you, like being like I ain't gonna lie to you, being single again, like really got me back in the R&B because you catching the vibes, and that goddamn Coco that on site.
But that's why I'm saying if we talking strictly vocals, that's the reason why I'm saying we missing so many people that's on this list, like niggas like Avant. Niggas like
no, he don't belong with them.
Avant deserves to be on that list. He's not on that list.
If you talking about singing, Avant sing,
but it's not just singing; it's R&B. Like
see, that's R&B. Avant had 10 years of straight killers.
It's right here though.
What the hell is this?
That's Coco, baby.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Coco, Avant, Ella May. Like the new shit. I feel like
hey man, Ella May ain't putting no music out since I left Bahrain.
You shut the hell up.
Don't get me wrong. That's not shit, nigga. I'm with you. Nigga, I was in a club.
That's what I'm telling you. That little thing, that Janae Aiko, we talking about real vocals. It's just, I feel like it's just certain different shit that need to be in there compared to all them old names that was in there just because they was the star, they the family of this, the fathers of these shit or whatever. Kind of corny to me.
I can't even really deal with a woman who's not a Janae Aiko fan.
You're like a toxic woman.
I just said I can't deal with a woman.
That's all that is.
I just said I can't deal with a woman who don't listen to Janae Aiko. You got to be toxic to listen to her.
Yeah. So no, I ain't gonna say not to listen to her, but to want to have her as a part of your playlist. Oh God, yeah. Like unless I'm on a night where I'm just on that and I feel like being on some fuck bitch shit, fuck nigga shit, whatever. And I feel like riding, man, that Janae gonna be the one. She gonna always put you in that vibe to wherever you need to be. She gonna help you get there.
Oh no, I'm trying to make love to her tiny desk.
Okay, all right,
man. That's y'all want to wrap this up, but we got how many more we got?
We got
the only thing we probably need to hit is World War III before we get out of here.
Yes,
yeah, like I think that's like an important topic. The rest of that shit don't matter. But hold on, bro, y'all are not gonna knock me from wanting to goddamn slide into something while listening to Janae Aiko, because y'all would definitely fuck to R. Kelly. So fuck out.
Hey, look, y'all did our top 5s, right?
Yeah.
Personal favorites.
Yeah, our personal top 5. Yeah. What's your personal top 5?
We'll go. And no, I ain't gonna put no order to it.
No order.
R. Kelly, Gerald Levert, Beyonce, Al Green, and the fifth one might throw you for a loop, and just might, but it's that nigga Frank. Frank
Ocean?
Ice Cold.
I wanted to say one that I didn't even make the list either.
Oh,
fucking Johnny Gill didn't even make the list.
Johnny Gill didn't make the list.
Gill didn't even make the list.
That's crazy.
Her mama. Yeah, for Gill not to make it, he's a freak.
Them personal favorites.
He another freak, so that's why I'm saying all the freaks need to make the list.
And I have to say Prince in that too, though. It's either Prince and Frank. Now they can kind of alternate, but I gotta have that. I listen to R. Kelly song once a week, a Levert song once a week for sure.
Do you think it's okay for you to listen to R. Kelly that much?
R. Kelly song got a song.
Bro,
say, don't put me out, don't put me out, don't put me out. Come on. It's a wide variety. You can be trapped in a closet with R. Kelly. You feel me? You nigga gonna put you in all type of situation. You might go to a fiesta.
Start rubbing on booties.
No. Like,
I just keep rubbing on booties.
But I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, I was up here a couple weeks ago. It was like one night I was just up here chilling and had the speaker going, and I went into like I went to like an R. Kelly, just going through his albums and like just picking songs, like not even on the playlist.
Yeah.
And I was just like, nah, bro, that shit different.
Let me say this about Mary J. Blige though, because a lot of folks may not, and I know like when she dropped her best albums, we were like super young, but don't sleep. That lady got 3 or 4 albums that you can just
on repeat,
just like that. I like a woman whose mama came up off Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, because I like them little arm tattoos they be having.
It's just that one single with a heart with a name over the top of it. Yeah.
Or the little ankle tat.
A rose.
You know exactly what era they from with that little ankle tat with the rose on.
I think that shit is so unattractive, but it's still attractive because it takes me back to that era and of what women looked like back then. Right. And I know we got to get to World War III, but like I put it in my notes earlier this week, right? I wish these plastic surgeons had different templates.
What you mean?
That's real. Yeah, that's real.
Because like, dog, what we liked about like Beyonce, J-Lo, Halle Berry, Cameron Diaz, Trish Stratus, you name like all the hot chicks we was in love with growing up, they were different. It was variety, different skin color. Some got big tits, some got big ass, some got good hair, some got bad hair, some got fake hair. Some, you know what I mean? Like it's just different types of women, high cheekbones, low cheekbones. It's just beautiful women.
I love a woman with high cheekbones.
Boy, me too. Boy, take me out. But but now we look at the fine women, and the fine women look the same. And so I'm like, bro, these plastic surgeons, bro, like, can y'all get some better templates and stop just, you know what I mean, just giving every girl the same work? Yeah, no. Give her to work for her body, right? Like, if Glorilla got some ass work done, I'm not accusing her of that. But if she did, her plastic surgeon did it right. It's tailored to her body. It don't look like she got no work done. Again, not saying she did.
She didn't need the little nose work either. She could have stayed Miss Piggy.
Yeah, no, she didn't. She didn't need it. She didn't need it. I'm not against it, but I don't support it.
She didn't need it. Now it looked like, because her nose was bigger, right? So, she was already struggling saying certain words, and Now like it's her nostrils too little for her to say certain shit. I'm just saying.
But you know what I'm saying, Dean? But like the thing is, right? If Glorilla your chick and she go get the nose job, it's not an argument. You mad about it? It's not an argument.
Mm-hmm.
Now this motherfucker come home with some double D's from some A cups. we gotta talk. Now you ain't talking to me about that.
We need to talk about it.
But now let's talk about World War III real quick.
Let's do it, man.
You wanna pop it off or what you wanna do?
Now, do y'all think we're gonna go to World War III? Like, are y'all like? I want to ask you all because I view so much of this stuff so differently, and to give the viewers like a little bit of context in the Marine Corps. I was in the Marine Corps and was actually involved in stuff where we thought there could be potential conflict, and seeing what's happening in real life versus what's happening in the media and the time lapses between the two. So I come from a place of a different level of comfort and understanding, but to you all just like reading media and fuck what we've talked about, like how the bombing in Iran, supporting Israel, like based on what you all know, how does that make you all feel? And like, are you worried about America?
You want to go first?
I mean, I go, and I'm just, you know, I read what I see from, you know, I haven't been able to do a deep dive, so from like the highlights of it all, but I don't support fighting other people's battles, especially when we have our own battles right here in the U.S. You know, considering this time that we living in, where you got Hispanics pretty much fighting for their life with ICE, it's an ongoing battle right here in America.
We should still let them say nigga though, right?
No.
Freedom of speech. What the fuck they want to do? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Damn that, but I'm just saying that.
I mean, Lo got to pass the test before she can say nigga.
No, she don't. Her daddy black.
I'm bullshitting.
Okay, yeah,
that's my nigga.
You should feel a type of way though, since you want to be
what type of way about
what you just said.
Nah. She when nigga enters her vocabulary, is gonna come from outside of her house, or come from my daddy's house.
Yeah,
it won't come from where she's at.
I'm saying, what if it do though?
It won't.
How you know?
All right, hold.
No, bro. I don't care about saying this because like I'm confident in the character of Cindy, her family, and what they stand on in my experiences with them, and like real conversations that I've had with them, and conversations with her specifically. That
let me get a hell yeah.
That the N-word will be something that will be introduced to Lo, like from TV outside of the house or from me, but like she won't, like they ain't gonna teach her to use nigga. I'll teach her to use nigga and tell them that, hey, nah, she don't get in trouble when she say nigga. Goddamn it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Let
me get back. All right. So, like I said, man, I don't want to be. I don't feel right because I had a busy weekend. I ain't been able to inform myself like I'm supposed to. But from my understanding, this has been a baiting tactic for Israel for a while now, and they've tried it for the past 2-3 presidents. Tried it with Obama, tried it with Biden to get us to go to war. Bush, okay, even further back. So it's been a baiting tactic to get America to go to war with Iran, right? Nobody bit the bullet but Donald Trump. Now, I don't know what his thinking is behind all this. If he's thinking at all, you know what I mean.
He was. So what they executed has been practiced for 10 years.
Practice, not applied.
No, but I'm saying like, that's what we do in the military. Like when we go out and train, we go out to the field and stuff, and we go out on like different deployments that are like not like if you're not going to a hostile area, you're going to like a friendly area on a deployment and stuff. You are practicing stuff just in case it comes up, so that when it comes up, you can attempt to execute based upon the information that the country has and our capabilities.
Well, that makes sense for y'all to practice that, but it doesn't mean that we have to apply. was it the right time to apply? You know what I mean? Like as somebody that's not active in the military, I think it's perfectly fine for us to been practicing those tactics for those practices for the past 10 years. That makes sense. But was it the right time for us to go and send 3 nukes?
We didn't send nukes. We just bombed a nuke facility.
We bombed a nuke facility. Okay, cool. All right, 3 of them, right?
I don't know how many bombs we dropped because for me personally, the amount of bombs we dropped isn't relevant because we targeted them on one place to attack one specific thing. So we could have dropped 1, we could have dropped 25.
Yeah,
we were attacking one specific thing.
Gotcha. So with that, I worry about the repercussions, of course.
Them niggas, man. Them niggas worse than Matt Ryan with Indianapolis, man. Them niggas, they try to fire back, and then none of them shits hit in Qatar.
Yeah, of course. But I'm saying now we making enemies.
They've been enemies. Quiet
enemies. Well, I say quieter than they wouldn't do anything unless we did something.
Well, we weren't doing anything directly towards each other, but like we had been sneak dissing.
So
of course, for years.
Before you move on, let me ask you, because I've been doing some little research myself. Is it kind of safe to say, is Israel considered the 51st state of America? I guess in some eyes.
I'm not gonna say that.
I mean,
if you want to have an honest conversation about my thoughts on Israel, we will do it off.
No. I don't more so.
I know what you're saying.
So mean like from other people's.
I'll say 52nd. Mm-hmm. No, 51st, because we treat them better than we treat Puerto Rico.
Exactly. And so the reason I'm saying that is it goes back to my point, is where I'm saying is, if this is the 51st state of America, but then they got Qatar being the bullies against them. They've been getting bullied by them for so long with the Irans and the Iraqs and all that. I guess they've been bullying that side for so long to where now when you get Big Brother, I guess, to come step in and put a hand in, does that play a factor in it, or is that like overstepping?
So I'll give y'all information from research and then like military information that, I mean, I'm not bound to shit, so I can tell y'all whatever the fuck I want based on what I know, right? Mm-hmm. The issues with Israel and Iran go back to no shit Bible times, right? Like a lot of this stuff we can't necessarily like validate as like true fact, but if we're gonna take what was written before we got here as truth, which I tend to do, I understand that it may not be the full 100% truth, but it is the version of the truth, and we're gonna go with it. I'm not one of you niggas who questions history that you can't go actually refute with evidence. You just refute
and then find another piece of history and say that's it. But
yeah. Like a lot of this historical stuff is both sides are right, because we're telling one story two different ways. Like you can argue with your girl and both of y'all like view the argument totally differently. History is the same thing. So this has been going on forever because we're fighting over land. And then where it really gets spicy is post World War II, where Israel is created. The Israel as it is today is created as a Jewish state, and obviously there were people who occupied that area, and that gets into what's going on in Gaza and the West Bank and all of that stuff, right? Not the New Orleans West Bank. Shout out to New Orleans. Y'all know I'm half New Orleans. I rock with y'all. But anyways, and shout out to my pops. You know, pops, we're gonna talk about this pod too. But anyways, but no, so like you got this back and forth that's been going on for years. Like since Israel was started, there's been back and forth about the territory. Because imagine somebody moving your grandmama on Ford Street, but she ain't did nothing to lose the title to the land, right? Now you got to move somewhere else. Bye. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's low key what happened there. And yes, is Israel the United States 51st state? Yeah, I mean, we pay for a large portion of their military. Right. And a part of the reason that I personally think that we're invested in Israel is having allies in the Middle East who are not Muslim. It's not a Muslim state, because there are there are Arabic Israelis, right? Mm-hmm. But it's not a Muslim state to where that we can occupy that area and gather information and be privy to the information that's there from the locals so that we can best navigate how to do that because it's oil.
Can I ask you though, but did the argument, because you said it would go back to like the Bible times. So from what I'm reading is like, did it pretty much start based off them saying like who was the chosen people? Like I guess from who was them trying to figure out which one was the
yes.
I don't want to say them folks' name.
Yes. It starts with that chosen people talk, right? But then that leads into, well, this is my land. Whether I'm the chosen people or whether I whooped your ass and took your shit. So it's been years of whooping ass and taking your shit, and then you throw in rules and laws to try to regulate it, and that's what's going on, right?
Okay, I got you.
And we're involved because we have interest in that area. Again, these are my personal opinions. This is not American policy, right? These are my personal opinions based on my studies of American policy and history. Is that, bro, we want to be able to dictate what goes on with oil, and we need somebody right there who's close to the oil motherfuckers who can keep us on game. So we want to maintain that. There's a reason why I was stationed in Bahrain. They rock with us. We built great relationships with them. We bring money over there to their country because I tell you, them Americans, they go to Bahrain. They fuel the economy.
We taking a trip to Bahrain next year.
I'm about it.
I already told him.
Hey, I'm gonna see if I can get Chew and Rick out the house. Let me tell you, we go to Bahrain with Rick, Chew. Don't let me get Duval on the phone. Shout out to my nigga Duval.
Not Duval.
Well, we got. I tell you what, boy. But anyways, so long story short, it's a lot of back and forth, and it's all about like guts control of. It goes back to money, bro. Niggas want to control oil and have influence on oil. People want to have influence on the straits, right? Like we have the issues down in South and Central America because we care about the strait down there. We want to be able to get through there, right? Same thing over there. We want to get through the Strait of Hormuz. Like all of these different things that we want to do for control. And what I would tell people is, hey, don't worry about World War III because Iran is not like a legitimate threat.
I was about to say, yeah, they're not big enough for that.
They have the relationship with Russia and China with that whole thing they're over there building, but Russia and China aren't intervening in this because Russia is fighting a proxy war with us right now in Ukraine. Now, if they actually want to put their dicks on the table and then go fight us in Iran, well, they're getting their ass kicked in Ukraine, right? Like, and I'm not saying they're losing, but they're not winning. So now you're already thin up there. You want to bring that thin shit to another country, and we can put Israel on the front line and then support them, so it's not even an American war. It doesn't work. And then if China gets involved, does China really want to go to a kinetic war with the United States and all the sanctions that come with that? Like they say they can survive without us based on these Trump tariffs, but can you really? Like, can you really? Like, if we get into a kinetic war and then we start fucking with the people that you fuck with to create problems for them, like it just goes so much deeper. And I'll tell you that nothing happens on accident. Even though I think that President Trump, again, my personal opinions, violated the Constitution by making that decision without going to Congress, because that was an act of war, and Congress holds the power to declare war. He should have done that, but I mean, they got this fake ass ceasefire they're talking about it's gonna happen. I don't believe in that ceasefire, but Iran, they tried to respond. This shit didn't work because their military's not better. We spend too much money on the military for like for me to see Americans saying, "Oh, we wash against Iran." Yeah. Get the fuck out of here! Yeah. No, we're not.
Yeah, stop thinking it's food stamps, Americans, and all that, and welfare. That's to help the common people. Okay.
No, I don't think
we spend the most money on the military. So if it need to be a cut, and which right now we're in a position where it can't be no cut in the military, but that's what your ass need to ask for.
But and that be the thing. Like these, like people who haven't gone through it don't really understand. Like Like when shit got kind of weird in the Middle East back in 2019, when we planned to evacuate the island in 2018, 2019, it hadn't hit social media. It didn't hit the newspapers when we were coming up with our plan to evacuate the island.
Right.
That was kept under wraps within what we were doing. I'm not saying that the enemy didn't know, but I'm saying the public didn't know.
Right.
When the public found out that they were talking about evacuating Bahrain and Qatar and all that shit a couple weeks ago,
y'all been moved.
Not even that. When the public is talking about the possible evacuation, the evacuation's been planned. And I'm telling you, as somebody who planned an evacuation before the threat happened, before Trump put out the tweets about Little Rocket Man, we'd already had the evacuation plan to evacuate the island, and we'd already ran rehearsals. So like a lot of times what's going on in the military is weeks, months, years ahead of what's going on, what the people know. Like as somebody who was taking classes, like as we were shifting out of the Middle East and focusing on China and Russia, the shit we're learning in class is about China and Russia. Right. Shit we're doing on training evolutions are about who we think our foes are going to be, because we're always thinking forward. And what fucked us up in Iraq and Afghanistan was we were trying to fight regular war. They don't fight regular war. They fight non-conventionally. Like it's niggas walking around with AKs out there. That's normal.
You made a comment though, real quick. Just like you made a comment. You said you don't believe nothing is done by accident in the military.
No.
So 9/11 wasn't an accident.
The military didn't do 9/11.
The president did. So say.
That's
what I'm asking.
Well, that's conspiracy, and that's not military. I'm saying once the troops are deployed.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay,
the actions of the troops are not by accident. And don't get me wrong, Iraq, Afghanistan is totally different because it was a different style of war from what we were prepared for, and we had to pivot like while we're fighting the war to learn how to fight that war. But we would fight Iran the same way, and we're prepared for that. Good. A lot of people who are still around fought those wars. The doctrines that we teach are geared to fight those types of wars. So I wanted to bring this topic up because I know people don't necessarily want to hear it, but it's about providing education and a sense of peace, bro. Like I don't really think World War III is going to happen. And if it does happen, it's not going to happen in the way that like you all should be worried about. We don't have to get the studs and their straps out there ready to go.
Hold on. Why you got to bring them in there?
Well, because that's the post. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to. All this, I'm worried about getting drafted, bro. Don't worry about getting drafted. We got plenty of people. We got people like me, bro. I can get right and go back.
Ain't no Iranian ever called me nigga.
Hey man, I think that's a great way to end the show, man. I think we had a great time today. Well, we talked for over 2 hours. We talked damn near 3 hours. Damn.
We had some good time in the end there.
Yeah, nah, y'all niggas just don't know how to shut up.
Hey, the vets, we out. We'll see y'all next week, baby.
We'll see y'all next week. Hey, shout out to everybody who showed love to us in person, bro. We really love that. I love
y'all. Keep that shit out the comments.
For sure.